One is never easy, but staying on top is just as hard. Winning becomes more than a goal. It becomes an expectation. Practices get longer, training more intense. Every game needs to be your best. But staying on top is just as hard. Winning becomes more than a goal. It becomes an expectation. Practices get longer, training more intense. Every game needs to be your best, because that's what you're gonna get. So, is it all worth it? Paddle Tech. Let's go again.
As far as the 0-2 teams, it's kind of a must-win.
And we're back. Are we live?
All right, we're gonna try that one more time.
Welcome to Week 5, the Wednesday Night Pickleball at the Ranch. Brought to you by Paddle Tech, our primary sponsor for the league. I want to thank them. Tonight we've got 4 teams that are either kind of make or break night for them. We got the 0-2 Cheney Chupacabras going against the 0-2 University Place Underdogs. And then also the 1-1 Cedro Woolly Mammoths and the 1-1 Renton Rowdies. I'm joined by the OKS pickleball player that I know, Mr. Lukas Crippen. Lucas, welcome.
Glad to be here. Thank you, Mr. Michael Givens. Appreciate you. That was a great intro. Yeah, we have 2 teams here, 0-2. Battling here basically for their season. 0-3 with only 4 games in the season. That's going to be a tough one to come back from. I don't even know if it's mathematically possible. I can crunch those numbers later for you though. But so must win for Cheney. Must win for Cheney and the UP Underdogs. So we'll see. And then as far as the other matchup, 1-1, you still don't want to take a loss, but we just got 2 teams trying to stay above 500. So we'll see. I think it's going to be some great play tonight because of the circumstances we have.
And this is the non-conference or non-divisional matchups for this week and next week. Both all the matchups for these 2 weeks will be the non-divisional games. So before we finish up the season, the last 2 weeks will be the divisional matchups again. But yeah, if going 2-1, you're pretty much in the driver's seat. You control your own fate at that point for the playoffs.
Yep.
Go down 1-2. Now you're probably looking for some help.
Looking for a must-win and some help.
Yeah, 0-3, and you're looking for something else to do on Wednesday nights.
You're looking for a few beers and maybe some pickleball lessons. I'm kidding. Anyways, let's go to the standings real quick and talk about those really fast as of last week. So tied for first, it really hurts to say, but the Gig Harbor Gladiators are 2-0. That is definitely your team, Mr. Mike Givens. Basically coached, though, and GM'd by his better half, Brandy Givens. So we'll give her a little shout out there. We have the Seattle Stomp right behind you, also at 2-0. It was a really tough loss for our Bruisers, my Bruisers. I am a GM of the Bruisers, the Burien Bruisers, if you didn't know already. We took a really tough loss last week, a tiebreak to get to a tiebreak. So it was kind of a tough way to go, but it was almost like karma for us since we won that tiebreak a couple weeks before that. So got a bunch of teams at 1-1, the Bruisers, the Mammoths, and the Rowdies. Oh, and the Bandits also, sorry. Don't forget them. And, of course, the two teams at 0-2 are the Chupacabras and the Underdogs. So we'll see how this all kind of plays out. I think it's going to be a big mix-up here in the leaderboards. So
the way it worked out is for these non-divisional games is every one of the non-divisional matchups features two teams that have the exact same record. So Gig Harbor at 2-0 is going to be playing Seattle at 2-0.
Right.
And all the other matchups, obviously Cheney and UP are at 0-2, and the other ones are all 1-1. So some evenly matched, non-divisional games. So it should be entertaining 2 weeks, close matchups that'll kind of make or break the season for all these teams.
I love it. Let's just real quick, too, talk about all the players real quick to get their names out. So the Mammoths have general manager is Edward Hector. Their players are Brian Baker, Kramer Sims. For the women's side, it's Meoke Lee and Renata Baker. On the Renton Rowdy side, we have general manager John Cowley. On the men's side, Peter Hadachko and Nick Fenton. And on the women's side, we have Ginger Bishop and Shu Fenn. So let's see, Jenny Chupacabras, Sean Ulrich and Aaron O'Rourke, of course, are our general managers there. Sam Koo and Clayton Truex are your men's players, and your women's players are Laurel Nelson and Aya Crippen. Still weird to say that sometimes for me. General manager for the UP Underdogs, Mr. Philly G himself. Brian Ashworth and Michael Enright are your men's players, and on the women's side we have Juliana Girolami and Sabrina Witskin. So that kind of rounds out all of the players for the night.
Yeah, and each of those teams have a sponsor, and I want to thank some of our sponsors. But the team sponsors, Renton Rowdies, they're sponsored by Antonina's Bakery, which specialize in like gluten-free products. University Place Underdogs.
I've been there, by the way. It was really good.
Yeah.
In spirit, but I was there, and it was really good. So definitely check them out.
University Place Underdogs, they're sponsored by the Pickleball Experience, which if you're looking for a unique experience with pickleball as far as lessons, clinics, people that do it a different way, you got Brian Ashworth, you got Jim, you got Peter Adashko, all known in this area for their great teaching abilities. So if you ever get a chance to do a pickleball experience, I highly recommend them.
They prove that you can be a bad player, but also teach very well. All three of them. So
Yes.
I very highly recommend those three teaching you. They do a great job.
They're okay.
They're okay.
all right.
They kind of joined the okayest club with me,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
So, but great
Definitely
teachers. Great.
more okay.
A plethora
players.
of knowledge,
Yeah, exactly.
for sure.
Cedar Woolley, Mammoths, they're sponsored by Friendly Fuels, just a collaboration of 76 gas stations in the area. And then last but not least, Cheney Chupacabras. They are sponsored by Style and Rail Cabinet Design. So again, big thanks to those team sponsors. I know the players appreciate them.
Real quick plug, shout out to Leaf Guard for the Burien Bruisers. Thank you, Mr. Rosser, for the beautiful hat. Honestly, one of the coolest hats I've ever had. I can't stop wearing this thing. I mean, it's not a bad logo, right? Can't see that there. So shout out to Leaf Guard.
And Grip Pickleball, which got to hand to them for picking the best team to sponsor. And that's
Which team is that one?
Gig Harbor Gladiators. Last I checked the standings that we just talked about.
They're tied. I think they're tied for first.
Yeah, but we'll play them next week, and
Close enough.
we'll
Close
see.
enough.
We'll
Close
see.
enough.
We'll talk next week after.
We'll see next week. There's always another week. I can tell you that much right now. Even if you're out, there's always another week. Okay.
But
I think we're getting close here to crunch time. Let's look where we're at. Yeah, we're at 5:57 here. 3 minutes away.
We got Kramer out there in the Woolly Mammoth.
I see that.
Looks like he's doing bad things to the Woolly Mammoth.
Or is the woolly mammoth doing bad things to him? I think we can't tell.
Yeah, it's different for sure.
Definitely have a few mascots out there. I see that you guys have your sword. You guys have your little sword. I was waiting for a little bit of more of an outfit from you guys in that sense. So, but
The sword's working, and why change anything?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, don't change a bad thing. Don't leave fish to find fish, my dad always used to tell me. I still did it. You know, kids, you don't want to listen to your dad. So the first matchup we have is going to be Samuel Koo and Aya Crippen on the Chupacabra side, and they're going to be going up against Brian Ashworth and I think it was Sabrina. Yes, Miss Sabrina Witskin. So they're doing a little bit of a switch up.
Yeah.
Last time they played us, the Beery and Bruisers, they had Brian and G going together. Always a risky one, right? Always a risky one with your significant other, but they played actually really well together.
They did. But talking to Philly G and their assistant GM, Greg, they wanted to mix it up. They're 0-2.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, what do you got to lose?
Got to try something different.
Except another pickleball match.
Except for another pickleball match. But I mean, for us out here at the ranch, this is life. So this means everything for all of us. So we're out here trying to make the best of it. I think we're getting ready to go here.
We are.
Folks.
Tyler's looking.
He is looking around. Let's go through some of these other sponsors real quick while we're at it. Pickleball Central is another very big sponsor that we appreciate. Cool fact about them, me being a firefighter, they're actually donating a bunch of pickleball paddles and nets to the local fire department. So that's a really cool thing for them. They're a great local company, and they always are doing great things like that. So Pickleball Central, #1 stop for all your needs, for sure. Onyx is the official ball of the Wednesday Night Pickleball League here at the ranch with the DuraFast 40. Are you a Dura guy, or are you one of those Franklin people?
Definitely a Dura.
Definitely a Dura guy.
Definitely
Okay.
a Dura.
Yeah, a lot of people, there's a lot of ball Nazis out there that freak out about what type of ball they're playing with. And I've never really cared, personally. The ball's a ball to me at the end of the day, but I know that some people really do. That does really bother them. But we're using the DuraFast 40. So,
getting ready for a tournament. I'll play with whatever the ball is coming up for that tournament.
do you like to? Yeah, I like to play with that.
If you ask me which one I want to play with, I have a choice, and I play with the Dura. Forgot it.
So at the Michael Givens courts there in Arizona, Surprise, Arizona, we're running DuraFast 40s all the time.
We are exclusively running DuraFast 40.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
And we're looking for sponsors for those courts.
But you're not.
Arizona.
Oh, perfect. There you go. A little bit of a plug for himself. Those things can't pay for themselves.
I've got room for banners too. Got room for banners.
You definitely do, actually. Very nice courts. Did you get your lighting situation figured out there? A little bit better?
It is.
Okay.
It is definitely better. I think we're going to actually add a little bit to it. So here we go. We're about to start.
We're getting ready to go here. It looks like it's going to be Miss Aya Crippen. Mrs. I should say Aya Crippen. Starting on the near side here with Sam on her left. Kind of your typical mixed setup, right?
Yeah.
Girl serving first, guy on the left.
Aya coming off a big silver medal in the most recent Seattle PPA Open, where she carried her husband.
She carried me tough. I can agree with that. And looks like Laurel out there trying to give her team some motivation.
Oh,
and there's a booty slap.
First of many, I'm sure.
First of many. First of many. Yes, sir. I can do it for you.
Tell me when you're ready.
Ready. All right, here we go.
4, 3, 2, go.
Let's play some
we're
pickleball.
off.
Mitch, you're on 2. Stop.
All right, Sam comes out firing.
So I like that a lot from him. Come out firing straight at the girl. He just didn't need to hit it that well, right? Just keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on, and things would have gone down well for her.
Good block by there.
I like it. I like it. She went straight in front of her. Even though it's the guy, I like that she went straight in front of her.
Eye to Brian's forehand.
A little bit ambitious on that one. Let's see if she can settle in here on this next one.
We need, I need.
Oh, that's a
And
shot.
that was kind of a classic Aya shot there for you. Yeah.
That was nasty. There's not a lot you can do with that as a guy.
Called out the old inside-out windshield wiper there. Windshield wiper there.
And Sam firing.
Once again, I just want to see Sam just take a little off right now. I know he's amped up. He's ready to go. His team's down 0-2, but just get the ball over.
probably played Sam a lot more than I have. I've played him a few times in tournaments, but what would you say his normal style is?
So Sam, I think overall, he loves to drive. I'll tell you that much right now. When Sam gets an opportunity to drive, he will not take any other time to drive that ball. But he is a very patient player. But he's one of those guys that can be really deceptive with his shots. He likes to take balls really low and flick them, and you'll definitely see that. You'll definitely see that today here, for sure, especially if they go down a lot. I think he's going to start forcing things, and you'll see some of those weird flicks that he'll do below the net. But he's definitely an overall patient player. That was a great set. There we go.
It's a great get by Sam. That ball got way behind him, and he was still able to drop it in the kitchen there.
Sabrina really playing the role that she is. You can tell that they are a strategy here.
Yeah.
She is in that role right now. Good shot. Once again, though, Sam forcing it just a little bit too much for me. I really wish he could just come down to earth a tad, and I think that he'll find that a little more successful for him. Of course, he hit that ball in. Just a little closer than you wanted it, right?
A lot closer than you wanted. Looks like the wind is blowing that direction, and just as I say that.
And the old out ball on the serve. I know she can't do that. Nice. Nice call there. Wondering if she was going to take that one out the air. She decides to let it bounce. We're at 1-3-2. So we see this a lot in mixed, right? Where there's a target and you want to go for that target. Right. And a simple little dink, even to the middle, just helps so much for the team that is on that offensive, right?
Yep.
That's what I would like to see from the Chupacabras a little more.
A little high. Got it. A little high on that cross court.
Right now, the underdogs they're executing their game plan better right now than the Chupacabras are.
Yeah, you kind of see their strategy. Sabrina, they're going to Sabrina. Sabrina's dropping, hitting some nice thirds.
Tough one off the net there.
Off the net.
This is another thing that's really unique about the league here is we don't have timeouts. So in 10 minutes, things can get rough, and you just really got to push through as best you can. Yeah. And an out call there.
Win. Yeah, in a normal tournament, they're
big timeout would be here right now.
Timeout right now.
Yeah.
Everybody feels it.
And like they all say,
the players feel it.
And Sabrina over here really holding her own on these blocks. Aya and
blocks.
Sam really hit great blocks or great drives and attacks there. They were low. The pace was great. And I think that's what a lot of other players don't realize when you're hitting these balls is that you don't need, right, to hit the ball hard. It just needs to be just enough pace to set up the next one.
Yep.
The ball's always coming back. Great hands. And there you go. There's some good energy from the Chupacabras. We'll see if they can use it.
Yeah, I kind of like to say, I can hit it hard or I can hit a winner. Which one?
Exactly. And no matter how hard you hit it, they're all the same at the end of the day when it comes to points. And a really good weight from Aya. See, I like Aya kind of sitting off of that line right now. Because what it's doing is it's making Brian kind of force things for no reason, right? Once again, Sam is pretty amped up right now, as you can tell.
You got the ball he wanted at that time.
Yep. I guess we can say, right? Body bag. Body bag. God, I missed that. How'd I miss that? Sorry, folks. I will not miss that again tonight. I promise you.
He's starting to feel the drive. Ooh, that was a close one.
That was a close one. I couldn't tell either one from here. I have like pretty solid vision too, and I couldn't see it.
You got a good look down the line there. But that was definitely close. Oh no!
Body bag. All right, I got it. Sam did not waste any time for me. I told you I'm not going to miss one of those again. I'm not missing that again.
Sam.
Not doing it. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we got a little momentum going. Let's see what the Chupacabras will do with it. And here we are right now, forcing
We're right back in
balls
this. We got a
once
match
again.
now.
Forcing balls once again. Good drop from there. Wow, what a block. Wow,
really
here's
good
the
play.
comeback. So this is kind of what happened last week. I watched these two were playing 2 weeks ago. No, it was last week. Sorry, I believe it was last week. They ended up getting the only win that Chupacabras had for the match.
Yeah, it was this
one. And it was this one. So see if they can do it. Here comes the drive. And see what's happening right now at this point is when you have the momentum, right? Sabrina would have let that go every other time, but because she's on her heels right now, she is, hitting balls she shouldn't be hitting.
Well, and Sam's made the last 3 or 4, so you get in that mode of, oh gosh,
Exactly.
like this is coming in, and then he does hit another out one.
Right. Another close out
He's
call
already
here.
locked into hitting it.
So we're at 2 minutes, I believe, right? About 2 minutes right now.
They've gone on a 4 or 5 point run on this second serve here, and Sam is just
Wow. And they are
Feeling it
on
right
fire.
now.
They're both feeling it right now.
again. Now we're
And once
to
again,
where yeah, exactly.
the timeout would come into play right now.
Exactly.
This is what we need. So, watch out, Mike. Try to get out. Oh, this side, please. Thank you.
All right, 3-point lead.
We're at 10-7-2.
8 straight.
That is 8 straight. Yeah, that's 8 straight points.
Great drop by Aya. Great setup.
Wow.
They're playing well.
And this is one of those things again on momentum on the other end, on the offensive side. You're feeling yourself.
Yeah.
Right? You're not thinking. It's that unconscious, conscious way of playing. And see, right now, that is where we're at.
I think the initial start, right? They started off slow, and it could be nerves, right? You play in this format with this clock running. You don't play your normal game a lot of times, and there's nerves, and so they settled in nicely, and they are really executing now.
Really smart ball there from Ashworth. Another thing that I love, and a lot of players don't do because they rush a lot, is holding that ball. Right? You saw Brian sat there, held that ball, knew he had time, and then he attacked when he needed to. Peter, Mr. the Wizard himself, with apparently a nice shot over there.
Got a big fan club over there.
Big fan club.
Peter of the pickleball experience.
Yep.
Aya's killing it cross court right now.
And Aya challenges Brian. I will tell you right now, Brian knew that was coming. Brian was ready for it. Brian with the FIFA kicks over here. Brian Messi. He knew it was coming, but she hit a good ball.
Yeah, exactly. He baited her into hitting that ball, but she hit it in a good spot.
Exactly. And once again, it's that momentum piece right now is what's happening.
Sam's feeling it right now. Both of them actually. Sam and I are feeling it.
And that's time, it looks like, on my stopwatch. And I'm waiting for our ref to say time as well.
All right.
And here's our time. We were at 7-1 at that point. You know that, right, Mike? We were at 7-1 underdogs. Back after a commercial here real quick for Paddletech.
Winning becomes more than a goal. it becomes an expectation. Practices get longer, training more intense. Every game needs to be your best, because that's what you're gonna get. So, is it all worth it? Paddle Tech. Let's go again.
All right, we're back. So for those that don't know the format here, we got one 20-minute quarter, but we switch sides after 10 minutes, so we're switching sides now. The Chupacabras got a 13-7 lead, and they've got the serve. Looking over at the other side, we don't have the labels on there. It's 8-5.
I believe
sure.
it should be the blue team, which should be the white, would be 5. So I think it means that the Rowdies are up 8-5. That's what I'm thinking.
Who's Tyler?
We're about to start here momentarily.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off
And
right
we're
now.
off.
Another 10 minutes here for the second half. Here we go.
Of the first quarter. Okay. Ooh, little miscommunication there, I think, on the switch.
And a little bit of a net love.
Blue is red over there by accident right now. We're gonna switch. Or no, blue is blue over there, guys.
Blue is blue.
So Rowdies are blue. Over here it's backwards. Next time it'll be blue is blue.
Copy.
Okay?
Another out ball
Yeah.
there.
High third to Sam. That usually not a good recipe.
7-14-2. See if the underdogs can get something going. Nice drop there.
That's a good shot.
I think she hit that off of her
Yeah, I think she
edge guard, but
karate
like
chopped
basically
it.
karate. Yeah, that would have been pretty amazing if that could have been pulled off.
I've actually seen Mr. Ashford pull that shot off.
Goes to the lefty.
I feel like Sabrina
Didn't know he was a
having
switch hitter.
success getting the drops over all the way cross court, and now she's kind of leaving them high in the middle, and Sam's moving over. And,
Straight to. She needs to go straight to high. Once again, what they were doing.
but she was hitting them. It wasn't just that she was hitting them high; she was getting them in there, dropping them in. Now that she's leaving them a little high, and it's costing them.
Right. Yeah, I'd like to see some more energy too from the underdogs. Right. Kind of that energy where you're just like, what's happening right now? And that's really easy to get into. Got a ball coming. It's easy to get into, but you got to get out of it at some point the best way you can. As Mr. Morgan Evans would say, 80% of this is mental and the rest is in your head. So
So now we know we've got paddle. We know it's right.
So let's see if they can get a run. They're only down by 7, and we saw what happened last game. So it's still anybody's game.
I think the important thing here is you don't have to rush yet.
No,
I feel like Sabrina looks like she's kind of rushing.
they are definitely rushing right now. We are in America. They do not need to be doing that.
And she's kind of
Yep.
getting away from her game.
And you know, one thing is, for me at least as a player, I notice these kinds of things. When I see a player's body language, when I see a player's facial expressions, they mean something. We're human, after all. So they definitely mean something. You need to pay attention to it. When I played with my wife, out there this past weekend, she had some moments where, we both kind of got into those, and I told her, I was like, hey, can't show that, because teams are watching. At least if they're a good team, they're watching. So
Yeah, anytime you see your opponents start to argue or fight, to me it's like, oh, game's over. Because
And Aya is starting to make that a signature shot, I think, for herself. What sucks is it's a shot I love, and she's doing it now all the time, and doing it probably better than me, I think, at this point. So, and there's the drop. Sam's definitely there. Aya's there too. Here's another drop. Oh, and the ball.
I think it hit. Yeah, I think it was good.
Take it down a little. That looks good.
I think it was good. It looked good from here.
Yeah, I couldn't tell
You
from
couldn't call it
my
out.
vantage point then, but it was close either way.
That's great.
Nice rally, though. Nice rally. Got another view here for you guys to look at. That's a great view, too. I love it. And as I would say, not even close on that last one from Ashford. I look to my left and see a shoe fin lob. Everything's right now in the stratosphere.
I asked Peter for his prediction over and under on the number of lobs between Shufin and Mio. He said 5.
That's a very small number.
I've seen more than 5 in one round.
Let me look up the Vegas odds on that really quick, real fast.
It's got to be
10.
Yeah,
It's 10.
easily.
Over under
I'd
is
still
10.
take the over.
Well, it's minus 115,
Okay.
so
All right.
it makes sense why for the over.
All right.
So you're really not getting much.
Tempted. I'm still tempted by the over there.
That's why we are both betting men. You know, I would take it too. It could be plus 150. I'd probably take that
Yeah.
over on 10 with those two out there.
And
They are some lobbing machines.
You could probably get about plus 700-800 right now if you were betting on the underdog
Yes, big time.
in this match.
Yes, you are. Where are we at right now?
Getting out of-
About under 5 minutes. So it's getting close.
Yeah, it's
If you get into the double digits, that's where it's going to start getting tough. Because at this point now, this is where the time takes into effect, where you just want to make long rallies.
Yeah.
Right? We saw this at the
Same.
Arizona Pickleball League.
Right.
We were up
Exactly.
30-something points, and guys are just smashing balls at you that you would never do in a normal pickleball game.
Right.
But it's because of the format. So,
yeah. At some point, you do.
Good
have
eye
to-
from Aya.
You do have to push.
yep, you do need a push. We have this time right here where the ball goes out. You know, good sportsmanship from all teams, though, when this happens. I think Aya did that on accident.
Yeah, and it hurts players that don't normally speed the ball up because they're speeding up balls should have no business speeding up just
Exactly.
because they have to.
They have to. Yeah, it's that simple.
That's a great shot by Aya.
Doing my due diligence there, helping
Shout
out.
shout out to our ball boy / announcer.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing here. Sign me, Wimbledon. Sign me. Please. So it's 17-8 on the 2 with a 3-minute 45
You would
second.
be like that kid that ran back and tripped and
Oh, and
face first into the wall.
you know, you're probably not wrong.
Oh.
Strike 3 there from Mr. Koo, but it works out in his favor. And that's okay.
I feel like Sam didn't get the memo about slowing things down right
I don't
there.
think he did. And that's what I'm saying is if I was in the Chupacabras situation, there's two ways of looking at it, right? You can just keep pounding and go at them as best you can. Or you can just sit there and dink with these guys and
Yeah.
make the rallies long.
Well,
So,
everything he's done's been working.
it's been working.
since the first few points.
Yep. 3-minute mark right now. I think we're at 9:17 on the 1. So this isn't over. There could be a huge run here. It's gonna have to be a good one.
Ready to bet on that there, betting man?
No, not now. Not anymore.
What do you mean they just scored a point?
Yeah, they also just dipped one into the net. So gonna have to. I'll know after this point.
See
Oh, did you see that from Sam? Did you notice that just now?
the hand up.
The little hand throw there.
Yeah.
Kind of a distraction in a
Little
way,
bit,
but I
little
kind of
bit.
like it. It wasn't like it was I mean, it's the same thing as moving.
You could argue that he's positioning for the scorpion.
Exactly.
It's not a good argument, but
Not the best, but it is an argument
is
at
an
the end of the day. We're coming down to the old 2-minute warning, and I'm sorry, folks, this is not the NFL, so we will not be stopping. We don't mess around out here. We just keep kicking through.
this. It's funny. Sam is just
Sam, another strike
firing
3 and
away.
out right there, Sam. And Aya gets a hat paddle on it this time, but she can't get it in.
You know, with an 8-point lead, with with 2 minutes, he's fine.
Yeah,
but
he's fine.
If this was a close match and I'm the general manager, I'm telling him, like, hey, we got to slow this down.
We
can't give them the ball back. They can't score if they don't have the ball. So,
what would Brandy do? That's what I ask myself. Because we know you didn't make any decisions for your 2-0 team. I hate to say it.
This is true.
No shade at all. No shade at all. Even though it is cold and there's a lot of shade right now, and I'm not a fan, but it's okay. Aya with the two-hander into the net.
She did a great job in my absence.
She did. She has done a great job. And you have a great team. You have a really great team put together here. And that's one of my favorite things in pickleball that Sam just did there. The get out of the way, but still continue looking like you made. You just basically call him the Matrix.
Don't even
right
look
there.
back.
Don't even look back, and you just do it so smooth that you just look like a smooth criminal MJ out there, and I just love it.
I think you add to it just a little bit too if you put your finger out, like give him the out call, but don't look.
You could. What if you did a little MJ like, whoo? Would that be good too? Might work.
I don't know.
And then we got a lob. Man, that ball's out.
Yeah, the no look out call is just stare at them.
And you stare them down.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to see that in the pro scene a lot more now. We're getting a lot.
That's the way you handle that one. You see the speed up coming.
Yep.
Do the Olay, finger up, and just look at them.
Finger up for sure. Gotta have the finger up for sure. Yeah, it's getting spicy out there right now with pickleball. The drama is just real, and it's pretty funny to me that it's gotten to that point. Hey, dump a slow third. I mean, we're cool with it. 20 seconds left. It's 10-18.
It is
plus 8,000 odds. I mean, here we are. What are we going to do?
It is 14-13 over on the other side.
Oh, wow. We're tight with, looks like 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Oh, and our time's going to end a little bit before my clock because I am not the official timer.
Oh, it looks like Cedra Woolley pulled it out.
14-13
over there. And over on championship court, Cheney kind of cruised to victory after the initial slow start.
It was a 7-1 drop there in the beginning.
Yeah.
So great
So
comeback.
we got Cheney up 1-0.
And it looks like
And Cedra Woolley up 1-0 so far to start.
Great game there. What good action there from both teams. And it's looking like Sam and Aya are looking to be a really great mixed team together.
Yeah.
So that's really good news for the Cheney Chupacabras, especially if they can get this win today.
They did not play week 1 together, did
Here's our official, they did not. Here's our official ref, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, for bringing that over. They did not.
Yeah.
But they did play last week, and that was the dub that they got. So
undefeated as a team.
Yep. Against two good teams, too. I think last week they played against Jackson and Brooke, I believe. So that's a good win, too, on both ends.
Hello, testing.
And then taking on Brian and Sabrina.
So up next, we got the men's matchups coming. And we're going to get to see, from Cedra Woolley, we're going to see Brian Baker, Kramer Sims, take on the Renton Rowdies and Peter Dashko and Nick Partyboy Fenton.
That is an understatement with a nickname there, but the energy is real.
All right, now we're going to
send
it over to Tyler and talk to our winners.
Here we are with the first mixed match winners. Mitch, can you hear me okay? Okay, I've got some big smiles over here. What a great match. Aya, what was the game plan there?
Obviously, like all mixed, you're trying to be aggressive towards the girl, and Sam was picking up, the third drives were working for us, and we're just having fun.
It looked really, really good. Sam, what worked the best there?
I always say mix goes as the girl goes,
Yeah.
so Aya killed it. So she did awesome.
Well, that's a big first win. Congratulations, you guys. We're gonna jump back into men's next on the championship court, but W under the belt for Cheney. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. We're gonna send it back to Lukas and Mr. Givens in the booth, and here we are.
All righty. I believe we are back. Oh, okay. Understood. All right, we're back. So let's go over some sponsors again. Asphalt Patch Systems. I've been building and repairing and restoring Western Washington roadways and driveways, sidewalks, and parking lots for about 40 years and counting, I think it is. So, and they are also permitted help with pickleball courts. So definitely check them out. Rockman Rockeries. President owner Mark Bonthius has been working in the rock industry for a long time. 35 years. I'm approaching 35, but I'm not quite there yet. Okay. I will do that for a second, and just the last thing I'll say on that, Rockman Rockeries did all the rockery work that you see here at the ranch, and it's very, very well done. We're going to send it over to our second interview here, and momentarily. We're waiting for our players to come back over. I'll keep going over some sponsors for you guys while we wait in the meantime. Last one real quick, Custom Electrical Services is a licensed and insured electrical contractor. They serve both residential and commercial, so definitely check them out also. We got our two players over here, me Oakley and Mr. Brian Baker. We're going to take it over to them.
Come on. All right, here we are with the second winners, Cedro Woolley, Mammoth. Great mixed battle over there. Ended 14-13. You guys were all over the place. It was fun to really watch. What worked best for you guys out there?
I think once I finally calmed down at the very end, it's just it's nerve-wracking, you know. I'm not used to playing against the clock.
Yeah.
You know, if it's 11 or 15, I know, but against the clock it's different. I think I tried to do too much, and so I finally calmed down, and you know, we got it at the end.
It's a mixed team to be reckoned with. So Cedro Woolley Mammoth 1-0 on the game count so far. Excited to see what happens next. So great job, you two.
Thanks so much.
Okay, we're going to send it back to Lukas and Mr. Gibbons in the booth.
All right, we're back. Lukas taking a quick break, but we got this men's match coming up. Kramer, Brian Baker. Brian's finishing up his interview. He'll be out there warming up. We got Mr. Zach Ayatt, their coach of the Cedro Woolley Mammoths, out there helping Kramer warm up. And then Nick Fenton and Peter Hadachko going for the Renton Rowdies.
I'm back. Just had to get some chips, quick snack break, but I'm here.
So,
what I missed there?
Look at this matchup.
Yep.
What do you think? What do you got?
What do I think? I think what I see is four pretty balanced players. I say Brian definitely has the edge in all three of them for the most part. I think he's the best player out there right now.
Let's go to the tape.
I think you're going to see Brian taking a lot of court. That's kind of how I've noticed Brian and Kramer playing. Kramer kind of letting Brian do his thing. You have a lefty and a righty on that side on the Cedro Woolley Mammoths, right? So they have not had, I think, the best success together, though. They're either 1-1 or they're 0-2 with men's.
They are 1-1.
So they're 1-1.
Sure.
Okay.
They did not play well the first week.
That's what we got going.
That.
Yep.
Against us last week, they did play well.
Mm-hmm.
So
now what I'll say is, Peter used to be, Peter was arguably one of the best players, if not the best player with Brian here. Not very long ago.
No.
I mean, Peter was the man, the wizard. When I started playing, he was the man.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And he's still a great player now. People have just, everybody's gotten better. And I can say that when Peter gets in that bag, though, right? When he gets in that bag, that old school Peter, there's no stopping Peter, So I really want to see that from Peter this round.
I would say that Peter's got a Ferrari forehand.
Yes, he does.
Shout out to Tyson, but Peter also has that Ferrari forehand. Unfortunately for Peter, he's also got the Ford Pinto backhand. Just kidding.
Honestly, facts, and he would probably laugh at that.
But he would. But the thing with his bag, you never see it because he runs around it.
He runs around it nonstop. And another person that honestly runs around their backhand is Brian Baker.
Yeah.
Brian really loves to run around that backhand. Just like Dalton Vavra, ready for him to come back and start playing around here soon. Runs around that forehand and does an ATP.
Yeah.
You've seen that ATP for the forehand side. So, but I think really what's going to come down to is Brian Baker being an anchor on his side, Peter being an anchor on his side, and the two wild cards of this matchup, to be honest with you, Nick Fenton. You never know what you're going to get from Nick Party Fenton because he can be out there on fire. Yeah. He can hit all of his lobs. Nick loves his lobs. And Kramer, same way. You never know what you're going to get from Kramer. Kramer sometimes can be hot. And sometimes
Kramer waving to us.
A little cool.
Heard us talking.
Yep.
Heard us talking about him.
Just talking about him a little bit. So you never know what you're going to get. So I really think that this matchup's going to come down to the two anchors and seeing if if their other guys can really come through.
Yeah,
So.
for me on Kramer, right? Because he's playing the lefty to righty. He's going to be playing the left side. How well is his backhand dink going to hold up? Because in week 1, it didn't hold up at all.
That's true.
And every time, it seemed like, not every time, but, the other team had a lot of success dinking to his backhand. So I think last week what he did was he kind of stayed out there more, let Brian kind of take the middle, and that he got comfortable with moving less, and he was way more consistent than he was in week 1. So I think if he kind of concedes that middle to Brian, I think they have success here.
I think that's really great. That's probably one of the smartest things I've ever heard you say, actually, to be honest with you. And I'm pretty honest with you a lot of times. So
Peter and Nick, I don't even know. Like, it's too hard to predict.
True.
Unpredictable.
Well, here we go. Renton Rowdies versus the Mammoths. Let's go. 10 minutes. Serve is off. What did we just see that point? Did you notice it? What did we see? That we just talked about, and then it just doesn't happen, and it does happen.
It does.
We saw a beautiful backhand from the wizard himself, Peter Hadashko. I love it.
He heard me talking about it.
It's there.
Said, I got your Ford Pinto.
Yeah, he must have. Just a little out. A little bit forcing it just a tad there.
I think one of Peter's biggest strengths too is when he gets it there. We'll see. He loves
There it is.
Right there.
God, that is
that backhand.
one of the most classic shots you'll ever see in Washington State pickleball right there.
And he usually gets a lot of side spin on it too, so it freaking spins away from you.
Big serve, and it's out. So here's the thing: is if Peter's going to hit that really nice forehand that we're seeing, where he goes way out and he hits that right side corner where Kramer's going to be sitting, Nick has to apply pressure to that ball, because when Peter hits it as good as he does, it's better than most people out here. And if he's going to hit that and you don't put pressure, you're doing your partner a disfavor. Right. And I think a lot of people forget that.
Right there.
Just because it's not your third ball doesn't mean
you just saw it.
And the pressure that comes in, right? Just because you're not hitting the third does not mean you have a break on the court. It just kills me that people don't realize that. You need to be on your toes at all times and need to help your partner out. Boom, third, move up a little bit. Help your partner out. It's a team game for a reason. There's a classic lob from, that is a Nick
nice
Fenton
move.
special for you right there, man. Oh, and he brings up the firefighter entry. Shout out to Nick Fenton, by the way. He was just out there fighting forest fires. Appreciate his service out there.
A little shaking back. Oh,
Second
almost.
serve. Rowdy's up 2-0.
Kramer again going, and here comes Peter to his backhand, and just comes up short. He's going to go to that spot all day, I think.
That's what I think with thirds. Aim high, Willis, if you're going to miss. Aim high, Willis. Okay? I don't want this in the net stuff. Give me a chance at least. Just give me a shot. Give me a shot to get a ball back over.
All right.
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake. That's what I like to see. Shake and bake. You got to shake them
Great advice from Brian. Just do that every time.
before you bake them. Yeah, that's true. I mean, any combination that's working, you should do at any time. But that's a really smart
saw him
shot.
jump the corner.
So that's actually a really good pickleball IQ right there.
Yeah, he saw
when
him
you see that ball go in that corner and it's hugging the net, and you have a really aggressive player like Kramer that's going to move over there for an Ernie, lob him. Just lob him. It's beautiful. Love it. Love it from Nick. That is a really good way to implement the lob.
He's watched the film on Kramer.
Yep.
Kramer loves to jump that corner. Loves it.
And a guy that's like Brian Baker that's super aggressive with that forehand. I think they were joking, but it was actually out.
I think it was out.
I think it was out too. I think Brian Baker thinks it was a joke, but they're actually being serious.
All right, whose call is it?
So now we have a
Guess
little,
they're gonna go
little
with their-
drama.
Go in the fans on the sidelines call.
So you are allowed to do this. One thing that's also unique about our pickleball league that we have here is that you can give advice to your players between points. So, regular pickleball tournament, you can't give advice. You can say nice shot, right? But if you try to say, hey, keep doing that to that player, a ref will come to you and say that is coaching, right? Not here in this league. You can coach if you would like to. So another thing you can also do is say the ball's out. So
good hands battle there. Kramer got the best of Nick.
2-2 now.
Oh, that's another famous Peter shot.
Just forehand.
The skillet dink, I call it. He just puts it wherever he wants. He just holds the paddle down and then just moves at the last second.
The old 3-2-1 score.
Love the fake.
And that right there is classic Nick Fenton for you, right? And that's what makes him, honestly, he's a great player, but that right there is what makes him really difficult to play against because you just don't know what he's going to do. He's going to do something like that, like rush the net on a
ball in the air?
Yeah, it's just you don't know. Great play there from Nick. I love it. That is fun pickleball right there.
That's all we could predict with Nick and Peters. Just predict the unpredictable.
Yeah.
All right, that's several missed thirds by Nick and Peter here. That's going to cost them.
It is. And you get back on it.
Got to get those thirds in.
Oh. Wow, that's some good pickleball right there.
I love the charge.
I love the charge
too. Just
Brian Baker has one of the harder overheads out of a lot of people around here. I'll tell you that much. I have noticed that about him.
Nick had no fear.
And he still had no fear, right? Brian really hits the ball harder than a lot of people, and Nick said, I'm going to go in.
It was a little late on the switch there. He got Peter unwinding the stack.
So we're at 5-2 now.
Good play to drive at that person making the run all the way over. Uh-oh.
Here's the classic run of this league that happens. See if they can stop the bleeding here. Where's the tourniquet? Okay, tourniquet's been at least applied. Let's see if they can tighten that sucker down. They can be hard to tighten down. You've had tourniquet practice before, right?
I have. Yeah.
Okay. It can be kind of a nightmare to tighten down.
It's been a while. It's definitely been a while.
They don't know how to tighten it. Not yet. Seven 2-2.
Honestly,
not a fan of that shot selection there by Nick, but he's trying to force things. What were you going to say there, Mike?
Well, I just feel like Kramer, like they're testing Kramer's backhand, and he's answering every one of them so far, and they're up 8-2. So,
and another thing I've noticed, Mike, and you can chime in on this after I say it because I'm kind of curious what you think. But when you have a game plan going into a game, right, in a tournament, and you see a player that you think is the one you want to pick on, right? Mm-hmm. We all do that, right, in our strategy. But you start picking on them, and they just get hot.
Yeah.
You have to understand that just because a player might be the weaker player doesn't mean in that moment that they're not going to get hot.
Oh, I've lost.
Kramer's hot right now.
Yeah.
They need to switch it up, right? So
I've lost many a pickleball match because you go after the weaker player, they get hot, you don't recognize it. You have to be able to recognize that and change it up.
And that's what makes these players the best players. Like Ben and Colin.
Yeah.
They go down 6-8 in a lot of games that people don't notice. You see a score that says 11-8 and 11-2. That 11-8 game, they probably were down 6-8.
Yeah.
A lot of times, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
And they know how to adapt better than most teams.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of pickleball.
Yeah, and they never, ever get flustered, even when they're down.
Nope. Maybe Colin. Maybe Colin's a little bit
I don't
flustered
think
sometimes.
so.
Ben doesn't, but Colin can get a little flustered a little bit. Out of the two of them, I'm saying.
I think he gets more vocally frustrated when he does get frustrated. Like he throws the hands, the arms up in the air.
Yeah. But Ben doesn't really do too much of that. Is all I'm saying.
No,
You know,
you're right.
From what I visually can see, for sure. Yeah, Colin will get a little more upset than Ben.
But I don't notice it translating to Colin's game. I just
No, definitely not. No.
whereas like when I'm playing and I start getting visibly frustrated, it usually translates into the next 3 or 4 points.
Well, when you're visibly frustrated 100% of the time you play, I'll give you 99. Then I can understand that, but a little bit different. So I don't know if you noticed this, but we got a little bit of a stack switch up here. And because it worked for us so well, I'm going to say Peter going with the Aya shot selection there. Doing the little inside out there on the forehand side, down the line. Mr. Jeff Fred.
Ref getting a little dyslexic.
Getting a little dyslexic, but it's okay. We support everyone around here. My timer just went off, but I guess we have a little bit more time.
Probably the last point here.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, I think that's the first backhand Kramer's missed.
And we're at time.
And we're switching sides now. We got the Cedro Woolly Mammoths up 8-2 over the Renton Rowdies. They got
And it's a 2-8-1 start with the Rowdies serving when we come back after this quick intermission.
and looks like on the other side, on the Challenger Court, we got the University Place Underdogs are up 7-5 over the Cheney Chupacabras. So
that's a tight one too.
Yeah,
That's a must-win there for the Underdogs. If Chupacabras can go up 2-0, they are really
Sitting
in
in the driver's
control.
seat,
Yeah, they're really in control in that one. So
all right. So what do Peter and Nick got to do differently here?
I think they need to settle in. I think they need to understand that they do have 10 more minutes here. And, I mean, if you can get to a score of 8-2 with only a 6-point difference like that at 10 minutes, you can make that difference up in 10 minutes also. So, like we all know, pickleball's a game of runs. So I really hope that they can just relax, get themselves back to where they're at. Not that I'm cheering for anybody specifically. Just want to see some good pickleball. And I think that they'll find their rhythm. I think it also helps that they're coming into this at 2-8-1 with them serving. They were coming in here at 8-2-1. Little bit. That is a huge difference in pickleball, and we've seen that. Like when you're up and somebody calls a really bad call, and now you went from 1-0, could have been 2-0-1. Now you're at 1-0-2. Huge difference, and I don't think people realize how big of a deal that is. So, yeah, I'd just like to see them settle in a little bit, play their game like they were doing before when it was tight, and make it happen. So,
Kramer's waving again.
Kramer waving at us again, and then as far as the Mammoths, status quo. This is a time where you don't want to come out to your players and start telling them. You ever read the book, The Inner Game of Tennis?
I have.
Okay.
I listened to it on tape.
So you ever heard that the type? I did audio. I'm an Audible kind of guy too. So I did the audio book there, and he talks about coming out and he's playing tennis against a guy, getting his butt kicked, just getting worked, and the guy walks over and he says, "Man, Mike, what are you doing with your forehand today?" The guy's like, "Man, your forehand's crazy today. What are you doing?" And you just
Start thinking.
Just put that in their head. So now they're not playing a consciously conscious. Now they're thinking about what they're doing. Before, what were they doing? They were playing smooth. They were playing loose, like they had a couple seltzers in them, just doing their thing. Now they're thinking about it, and it works. So a lot of times when I know my team's doing well, when they come out, I say, "Good job, good job." Yeah. Just say, "Good job, good job." Yeah. Nothing else needs to be said in those moments. Don't say, "Oh my God, you guys are going crazy." Just, "Good job." And here we go.
So
you can see, look at the movement of them coming back. They're walking back together. They look in sync right now. So let's see if they can make something happen.
And that, right before the switch, too, Kramer missed a backhand, and he's missed the first two after the side switch. So
do you see Kramer's body language too?
He's just smiling.
But as far as his shots and everything, he's just kind of there, and so he's not in it right now like he was earlier. Big stop for them. They needed that. Two quick points. You need a second side out there or second serve.
So I think the strategy is pretty obvious right now. Peter.
Same strategy.
Well, yeah, I think it was the. I don't know. I didn't think they stuck to that strategy though last time.
They did a little bit of a shift shake up there.
It didn't work initially, so they went away from it, and then it got worse. So
did.
But
8-5.
3 points.
Keep the pressure right.
Got to take it. Yep, this is the recipe that they want.
Become obvious. A good switch to the middle.
Really
there.
good. Yes, I love that. That is one of my favorite things when people do that. So one thing I'd like to see.
Nick didn't get the memo though about the strategy change.
One thing I'd like to see from Nick defensively is that instead of being here with his forehand, right, and going forehand for the blocks, either going two-hand or staying on the backhand side. Blocks with your backhand are just way better than trying to sit here with your forehand. It's just not going to work. So you should really be blocking with your backhand.
I think Cedar Woolley's also had success as they're unwinding the stack. They keep driving at the switch with the person coming all the way across, and it's got them quite a few points.
It's definitely helping them. And now Brian's chirping up a little bit over there. They're getting some energy on the other side. Made up those 3 points. And you see how nice. Oh. Did you see that first one from Peter though? Double backhand. Just a lot sturdier, a lot better for those resets. We're at 9-8 over there on the other side, by the way, with the UP underdogs. Nice lob. Smart shot, kind of. Little bit of a ballsy shot there from Nick, but it worked. Sometimes you got to do those, have those moments. It's like poker, right? Sometimes you got to make a call that's just not the call, but it hits.
Yeah. I seem to always make the right call when I'm playing you in poker.
You do. You also get very lucky.
Some people call it luck.
I think there's that Pharrell song. We're out all night to get lucky. Yours is we're all out, and then there's a version for you that says we're all.
I always get lucky.
No, there's a version for you that says we're out all night to get lucky against Lukas when playing poker. That's literally the version, what the song is called. Here we go, another run right now from the Rowdies, by the way, 8-12, and we're sitting at what? No, I didn't set my timer, unfortunately, but I think we're probably about 6 minutes. Just gonna ballpark a time.
There we go. Back to that strategy.
And I would keep pressuring. These dinks right now from Kramer are not necessarily confident.
See, the problem with the strategy is...
Ooh, a little late on the call there, but hey, we're going to call it.
I feel like Peter's on the right path, and then Nick kind of goes away from the path. Mm-hmm. I think he stays on that backhand right there.
Yep. Shouldn't have been a lob. Definitely not. No lob. There was no reason for a lob there. Kramer was actually kind of back. Oh, and Peter giving up the line. Rally of the night so far. Rally of the night so far, ladies and gentlemen. Right? That is pickleball, baby. That is some pickleball for you.
Nick stayed with the plan.
Stayed with the plan and stayed patient. Right, stayed patient. There's still time. You're only down 4, right? Yeah. Still patient. And here we go.
Yeah, back.
If Peter. Oh no! And
Peter got the one he wanted.
He got the one he wanted. Honestly, he stepped back ready for the dink, not expecting that high of a ball to come in. They need these sides out quick, really quick. And that time, the
nice move by Kramer.
Works.
He saw Nick turn his head away from the. He made the move.
That was a great move. I think I need to start earning again more. Got lazy. I'm getting old, but
Yeah, that's true. You are.
I'm getting old. Used to be a Ernie machine. Wow, a lot of tapes.
I remember those days.
Now I just sit at the line like an old man and
Nice
just
shot.
say, "Don't hit it hard at me, please." I'm not good anymore. Leave me alone.
Oh, wow. Nice movement by Brian.
The old double bounce, folks. The old double bounce.
Great block by Peter.
Great blocks, great shots in general.
I do remember my early 2018, first learning how to play pickleball, and you kind of ruling pickleball station at the time. And I witnessed my first Burt. You against me.
Really?
I dinked straight ahead. It was game point,
I do not remember this.
and I didn't even know you could legally do that. And you jumped
That's the
in front
point.
of your partner, and it almost hit me in the face with the ball.
Damn, too bad I missed.
I don't think we even really knew each other.
I don't think we
then.
did because I really don't remember this. You know, I don't remember usually the people that aren't very good that I play with. but it, you know, I feel like it's vividly coming back. Yeah, I'm gonna nerd out here. Remember the old Dumbledore, the pensive, the little memory bank in there? I'm gonna have to pull that one out of the old memory bank.
Okay, all right.
Any of the nerds watching right now will appreciate that joke I just made. Wow, I'm actually just happy to hear that story because that's a story that I don't remember and really
I
satisfying.
didn't even know. I mean, I don't even know. I knew how to Ernie, and let alone a Burt.
Nice block, Nick. And a little too much.
Kramer's feeling it again. He had a momentary lapse there in the middle, but
he's
now
back. He's back. He's back in black.
Confidence is back up. He's kind of playing freely. That's a little long.
IP Hazy. He's good. Thank you. Miss Brandy Givens of the Gig Harbor Gladiators. I want to say Gilbert still.
How's she bringing you drinks?
I know.
She won't bring me a drink.
Oh, she needs to open it all the way. That was the trick that I learned today. Gotta open that thing all the way. Wow, what a drive.
What a drive.
Big drive, and we are still in this point. And the lob.
Another lob.
It's just not working. It's just not working.
Definition-
Keeps going back to the wishing well.
Definition of insanity.
Yeah, that is the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing twice. We're doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Thank you.
It hasn't been a good result. 18-8. This one is over.
Oh wow! Look at the other side. We got a close game over there.
16-14.
I don't know if it's.
What are we doing wrong over here? We're getting
some interesting ones.
We're getting the tight matches over on the other side.
Well, we're at 19 now.
Another good drive by Brian.
All right, let's see if they can make something happen here. At this point now, once you get down, at least in my opinion for the league, and I tell my team this, just get some momentum going into the next rounds, right? Like, just play some good pickleball. You're probably not going to win this round, but you got to go off with some confidence, right? Like, got to come out with some confidence. Good talk from Peter there. Love when players talk to their partners. Here's a fun question for you. What do you say instead of no? Because no and go sound super familiar.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know how to say out. They just say no. They yell at people and say no.
Yeah.
Do you say, what do you do for your own? What do they do at the 3-0 level is what I'm asking. I can speak for myself. I just don't know.
I say watch. A lot of time. I still occasionally will say no. And that'll do it right there.
Okay.
Cedar Woolley with a comfortable 19-10.
19-10
And
victory.
UP
pulls it off.
University place
17-14.
underdogs. Take them. So we got a tie.
Is it 1-1 right now
It
on
is-
both ends?
It is 1-1.
Wow, we are 1-1 on both ends. I love
No,
it.
no,
I think Cedar Woolley is up 2-0.
Cedar Woolley's up 2-0.
Yeah. So the Renton Rowdies have their work cut out for them. Big time. I think next we have women's up. So we'll see how this goes. I think the matchup that we have, let me look real quick for everyone. The matchup that we have coming up here on Championship Court, powered by Paddle Tech, is going to be,
I got it.
looks like Sabrina Witzkin and Juliana
Yeah,
versus Aya and Laurel Nelson. So we're going to see our first look. We've already seen Sabrina and we've already seen Aya. But we're going to get our first look at the women's players for the Underdogs and Chupacabras, and that is going to be G, or Giuliana, and Laurel on the Chupacabra side. So I think we're getting ready to cut off.
Good. Got an interesting view of the hot tub there.
Yep.
For those at home watching.
Getting ready to cut off here to our first interview. It's going to be Brian Baker and Kramer Sims talking about their win over the Renton Rowdies. Take it away, boys.
Here we are.
Kramer. Don't let me forget.
We're good. We're going. We're golden. Winners of game 2.
Yeah, I got you.
Kramer and Brian. Mammoth start 2-0. I love it. A battle out there, but a decisive win, you guys. What worked best for you guys?
You know, we executed the shake and baker pretty well today. He drives and I run up there, or the other way, vice versa. That works up.
What's that one called?
The shake and baker. That's his last name. My other partner's last name is Baker too, so I guess that works twice.
I like it.
Yeah.
Brian, back-to-back wins. How you feeling?
It's good to be 2-0, and it's better to be done.
Can't complain.
Now I get to watch, but no, it was nice just watching Kramer out there. His hands were amazing, and they sped up at him, and when they did that, the point was over.
So do you guys kind of feel like the Mariners right now really catching the heater late in the season here? Force to be reckoned with. Any messages to the upcoming opponents?
Yeah, you got to watch out. We got some good paddles in our hands here. Shout out to Grip Pickleball. They're doing amazing things. Those guys, you know, Brandy and I.
Yeah.
Freed plays 1-2, and you know it's great paddles. Paddle Tech, probably the second best paddle. Grip, first best. You know.
It's gonna be.
I told Edward I'd give him a shout out.
It's gonna be Brandy.
So get
It's so good.
Yeah, check them out. And where do you get those at?
www.grippickleball.com. That's grip with a Y.
Yeah.
There's no I in team. There's just a Y.
I like it. Absolutely beautiful. Excited to see how the team finished out, but great job, you guys.
Thanks so much.
Well done. All right, we're going to...
Don't forget to fill up your gas tank at 76 gas stations, sponsored by Friendly Fuels.
I love it. Friendly Fuels and Grip Pickleball. All right, you guys. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to send it back for Game 3 to Lucas and Mr. Gibbons.
Good. Welcome back. Let's go through some sponsors again here one more time. We're at New Belgium. Okay. As you can see, we have a lot of different beers out here. I got Fat Tires in front of me. But New Belgium, they started actually in Fort Collins, by the way, Colorado, in March of 1991. And they brought that beautiful amber ale, the Summer Amber Ale. Okay, so thank you to New Belgium for sponsoring us. Let's continue on here. Mount Si Family Dentistry. If you have those teeth that just look not good, not straight, a little bit yellow, they'll take care of you. Okay, root canal, no problem. Okay, so go ahead and check out Mount Si Family Dentistry, voted best in the Valley several years in a row. All right. Premier Finish, Construction and LLC, Northwest Premier Cabinet and Millwork Installation Company. They're a very small family-run company, which I love small businesses. So we're getting ready to go over here to, I think, our men's winners for the UP Underdogs. We have Michael Enright and Brian Ashworth. Gonna go ahead and head over there right now. Take it away, boys.
Okay, we are back with the winners of the men's match, the UP Underdogs. Shout out to Fat Tire, pouring the best beer since 1988. Mike? 92, sorry. It's good stuff. It's great. If you have too much, forget the dates. Mike and Brian, great match there. Good to see you out here. How did everything go?
We pretty much just kicked their asses.
Yeah.
I mean, butts. And no, it was a close match. They were tough competitors. We went up a little bit, and they come and creep back into the match, and then we were just like, die already. Why don't you just die? And they went die, but eventually we pulled away and won by, what, 3? At least.
Great job, guys.
Yeah, they're probably one of the best teams in America, so we feel good about that.
It's a big W. Callan wants the mic again. Callan, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Keep this thing away from Dad. Brian, big W there. How did it feel?
Good, man. We're trying to get in the win column as a team.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I was like,
So hopefully that evens us out. How the girls take care of
that's why I
business.
do this. I go like this, and then I do this. So I'm looking forward, and my eyes
Without
are
a doubt.
just.
Mike's never lost. I didn't know that. Okay.
Back over here.
Girls are up, and then a mixed match. So hopefully we're interviewing you guys at the end. Great job out there. Congrats on the win, and go
And
Underdogs.
thanks to the ranch for having us. It's a beautiful location.
I'm gonna hit you guys one more time, and I'll say this line. I promise you.
Anything?
Okay. All right, that's a wrap. We're going to send it back in the booth. Great job, Underdogs. All right.
I got you though.
Back to Lucas.
Thank you. And I'm back. Thank you guys for joining me once again. It's a pleasure being here. I really appreciate it. Once again, my name is Lukas Crippen, GM for the Beerian Bruisers, and of course, a pickleball fanatic, just like every single one of you watching right now. Love doing this, love being here, and I really enjoy it. So right now, what we got coming up right now is the UP Underdogs versus the Cheney Chupacabras. This is going to be a good one. The reason being is that both these teams right now 1-1. Okay, so we're looking at who's going to go up on a 2-1 lead, and you only got one more round after this. It's one more mixed round, so we really want to see. It's a big one. It's a big one. On the, I think, near side, it's going to be the Chupacabras. It's going to be Aya Crippen and Laurel Nelson going against, on the far side, Juliana and Sabrina Witskin. So what I'm really looking for on this one is I'm looking for Aya to assert herself with her dinks. Her dinking is her strong suit. She is a very great dinker. Probably gets it from her mom in a way. Takako Toronto, shout out to her, Beerian Bruiser herself. Gets it from her. So I'm really looking for her to get those dinks going, and that deceitful inside out shot that she was using in the last match with her mixed, to use that. And I want to see Laurel really assert herself, really get in there and use that dominant presence that she has. She can hit the ball hard. So if she can get in there and not hit it over, not too hard, like Mr. Michael Givens said, right? It's not about how hard you hit it. I'll take a winner over a hard hit, right? So that's what I want to see from that team. Now, from the other side, Sabrina did so well with her blocking last game and her thirds. She was on at first, right? They went up 7-1. So I really want to see Sabrina get back to the start, that first 10 minutes they played. Honestly, the first 5 minutes, I guess, because they kind of lost it at the very end. But but the point I'm trying to make is I want to see her be confident. I want to see her hitting the ball and hitting those thirds the way that she did. As far as Juliana goes, same thing. Okay. With those two, there's no necessarily dominant player when it comes to attacking between the two of them, but both of them know how to block and they know how to dink very well, and that is a super dangerous combination for girls in this match. So let's see what happens. We're up 1-1, and we'll see what goes on. So got my not a sponsor, but I got my Hawaiian barbecue chips. Things are addicting. Let me tell you, they are so addicting. The bag's not full, by the way. Maybe it is, but they are so good. Got Philly G out here talking to the girls on the Chupacabras. I don't know if you know. Again? He might be a little bit drunk and he might be a little colorblind. That is not his team. So here we go. I had Crippen serving first on the white with the white.
He's doing the about to take a penalty kick.
True.
Go and talk some trash with the free throw.
True. So the Chupacabras are white and the Underdogs are in the blue or gray, depending on how you want to look at it. And that ball was called out.
It was close.
It was close, but it was out. So here we are, 0-0-1. Good shot there from Miss Laurel. Like I was saying, I really want to see Laurel kind of assert her dominance, but not too much. One thing that Laurel does that can not benefit her is she hits the ball just a little too hard, right? She has a lot of power, and it's a great tool. But you got to find the right times to hit it. Like right there, that was a tough one. I think that ball was going to be in. Was it going to be in? Couldn't tell.
It was close.
From my angle, it was going to be close. I think it was going to go out, to be honest.
No, I 100% agree. Hitting that 100% ball, power ball.
Wow. Did you see that shot? Holy smokes.
That was a great shot.
She is my wife, so I'm a little biased in a way, but that was actually a really good shot. Nice shot by Miss Aya. Go ahead.
Yeah, instead of hitting that 100% ball and having, 70% accuracy.
As we just saw.
Hit the 80% ball and have 95% accuracy.
And the biggest thing, the point.
Right.
That's what you want at the end of the day. Don't matter how you got there. If you got a gold, you got a gold. It don't matter. So we are 0-1-2.
That's a nice.
Wow. Huge fired up yell from Laurel. I think we're going to see a lot of yelling. I know, I mean, after that yell, and that was a battle cry to Braveheart, I believe. And I know Juliana can definitely get fired up, and I love when she gets fired up.
Same girl.
Heat check, same girl. I guess it was a lot closer than it looked.
Yeah, from here it looked like
From here it looked like it was going over to Eastern Washington. But
ooh.
And it's Juliana's turn to hit a ball back over to Western Washington.
Juliana looked mad in that shot. She was going to go through somebody.
She always has a very serious face on her. And the old miss return, or miss serve, I should say.
She immediately smiled, though, after she hit.
No, 100%. I love Julie. Gee, she's awesome. She just always has a very serious face on that means business, man.
Great drop by Aya.
Really great drop. Really good finish. And you see, even though that ball was hit very hard, actually. Once again, though, the percentage of how hard she hit that was a little bit lower.
I think that high of a ball, though, you can do 100% power.
You can do 100% power, yeah.
Still maintain a pretty high accuracy.
So I think the other thing I want to see, too, Mike, from Aya and Laurel is Aya hitting the thirds and Laurel giving the presence up at the line.
Yeah.
That's what I would like
putting
right there.
Putting pressure
Just
right
like
there.
that. And then just going.
Yep.
Just
That's
going.
it. That's
Just
the
going.
recipe.
Just go. Just go all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And here's the thing that I tell people is that you don't need to necessarily get to the line and hit the next ball, right? Hit that fourth shot. You just got to apply some pressure, man. Because if you don't apply pressure, are you trying to win? You should want to win every point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every single point.
And see, that for G and Sabrina, they have to recognize that, right? I hit 2 great thirds, got the pop-ups and the put-aways by Laurel. Like, in the very next one, they returned to Laurel, right? They saw it.
Man down. Woman down.
The return to Laurel, and she hit it out,
right?
She hit a third.
And that's why I'm saying that
Right.
for the Chupacabra side, they need Aya to hit these thirds right now.
Yeah.
It's nothing against Laurel.
No.
Just Aya's hitting good thirds, and Laurel can assert herself.
Yeah.
So that's what they need.
Well, yeah, Laurel's hitting great finishes. So.
Exactly. They're both doing their job right now at this point, right? I think we're seeing with Ben and Colin, right, the way that they're dominating right now, learning that there's position players. It's almost like baseball.
Oh, yeah.
There's position players. And you don't need to play both sides if a little bit ambitious there from Sabrina, but I think that's where we're going to see pickleball go to, right? What do you play? I'm a left side kind of player. Like, I'm a right side, at least in the professional scene, right? But I think it's going to trickle its way down to the amateur side here very soon. So here we are, 3-1-1.
No, the best partnerships that I've had are partnerships where both players understand their role.
Yep.
You know what your responsibilities are. And I've beat way better teams by just playing, both of us playing a role and executing the strategy, just because the other team doesn't have that defined role. A lot of times they're fighting over balls.
And once again there, just a little ambitious. Like, I'd like to see, so there's another fine line of asserting yourself and then putting too much pressure, right? So it's like that cocky, confident line. Like, you're riding that line all the time. Good mix up from Aya. Like to see that. Goes down the line again. Let's see what she's going to do here. Good mix up. Let's see what Laurel. And a good call there. And a good duck. A little matrix there action. Good matrix action. All right, let's see if the Chupacabras can kind of come down to earth and just relax. They got a 3-1 lead, develop a few points. And there's the out ball. Yeah, you know, on the other topic there about position players, I remember I played a tournament with Takako Taranjo, Berian Bruiser. Talked about it earlier, and we played 5-0 19 plus. And you were there, and she told me, do whatever you want on the court. I will hit thirds, and I will hit blocks when needed, and I will dink when needed. And that's what we did all day. We did that all day.
That was definitely wide.
We did that all day. And I guess we're going to get a wide call there.
I saw it wide.
Going to be out. Yeah, good
Yeah,
talk. Good talk there from Sam right there saying, shake it off, just move on. You don't want to let that get to you.
And obviously, Takako's one of the freaking best players.
Amazing
out there.
player, yeah. And not to say this, but especially for her age, she's in her 50s,
yeah.
and she's out here working 19-plus girls, you know what I mean, in tournaments like that. So, yeah, I think we got a 3-minute warning.
Just
3-minute warning, 3-minute warning.
Just like what was that girl's name? Oh, Paris Todd?
We beat Paris Todd that tournament, right? Yeah.
No, you guys both played great that whole freaking day.
Yeah, that was a great game. And I was doing things that I should never do with a regular partner. Pushing Takako literally into the fence. So, yeah. Anyways, on the position player thing, that can definitely be. I see it being a bigger deal in the near future with pickleball.
No, absolutely.
Lucky net tip there for the Chupacabras.
Yeah, in fact, that same tournament I played.
Nice
with,
throw there, Miss Erin O'Rourke. Wow.
I played 4-5-19
Starter.
plus as a 50-year-old.
4-5-19 plus?
At 19 plus, that
Nice.
same exact tournament. I believe it was that same tournament. It was one of the Arizona
Desert
ones.
Ridge PPA in like February. Yeah.
Ours might have been the Mesa one.
Okay,
which
okay.
was
Who'd you play with?
Jake Matson.
Oh, you played with
Which-
Jake. Cool. Nice. That's a good partner.
Again, same thing as I knew my role, play the right side, and play setup man. And just keep the ball in play and let Jake do his thing.
Yep.
And we rolled like all day.
Oh, wow. Did you see that? Net tip, and Sabrina said, "You're not getting that," and starts walking back to the line. I love it. That was awesome. You'll see it here in a second on our screen. Look at this net tip here in a second. Oh, and a net tip back.
Oh, that's
Once again, that 50%er, 60%er versus the 100%er, right?
I think
You let a lad off, that's 6-2 right there.
the thing that I've seen from Laurel is not recognizing when the other team hits a good shot and conceding the good shot.
Right.
Let it. When the other team hits a good shot, concede it. All right. Now keep the ball in play. She tries to attack those really good shots.
It's a shot selection thing,
Yeah.
right? At the end of the day.
All right.
Who hit that? Did I hit that return out?
Yep.
Okay.
UP going on a little run here. Wind's picking up a little bit too.
Definitely a lot of win right now.
Great drop by Sabrina.
Nice. That was a really nice backhand there by Laurel. Think they got one more serve going. The Chupacabras really want that serve going into this 1-minute break. There it is. All right, let's see what happens. 5-4-1. Looks like Laurel serving. Oh, that's so nice. I see in a comment there someone missing the bruisers tonight. Really appreciate that, Alex Pickett. Shout out to you. We wish we were playing too. Wish we could play every night, but we'll be back next week.
Nobody wants to see that dumb mascot. That's what I'm saying.
Good talk there from Laurel. Brad Bruiser, that's actually our team owner. It's not a mascot. It's actually our team owner.
Oh.
He's a 5-time Golden Glove boxer. Ninja part-time also. But, hey, however you want to take it, man. That's cool.
All right, we got our switch now.
We got the switch.
Where the Cheney Chupacabra is up 7-4.
I think it's on the first serve, too, but I could be mistaken.
And
I've been wrong
like
before.
Over on the challenger court, Renton with an 8-5 lead over the Cedar Woolley Mammoth. So Renton looking to get back in the match after going into an 0-2 hole to start. All right, 7-4, Cheney with the lead. What does University Place have to do differently to get back in this?
I think right now at this point, just because of what I've seen, is, and I'm assuming this is what Samuel Koo is right now talking to Laurel about, is as Aya on the other side is snagging a little beer to loosen up. Gotta love it. To be 23 again,
Yeah.
right? Well, actually, I want to talk about that later. But anyways, I think that Samuel was telling.
Being
If I was
23?
Samuel, no, not 2020. Well, yeah, that too. But the old brewski during a tournament.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But what Samuel, if I was Samuel, going up to Laurel, was saying, "Hey, you guys have these guys right now on the ropes, right? What I need to see from you is the same assertiveness that you're doing right now, right? You're doing great with that, right? Let Aya take thirds when she can, and assert yourself. But when you assert yourself, like we've been saying, find that 60, 70% assertive. that's going to work.
Yeah.
That you don't, and guess what? And like I tell people too with pickleball, is that you look at watch Ben when he plays pro. He sits there and he hits shots, right? And he hits shots. How many shots does it take him sometimes to win a pro match? Like 1 point. He'll sit there and go against Riley and Lindsey Newman.
He'll do it all
hit
day
15
long.
shots, but guess what he does? He never misses, and he keeps the ball in play, and he keeps that pressure. Because when you're in that moment where you're pressuring, you're the one having a good time, not the other team. The other team's just trying to keep the ball alive. You're sitting here with these balls just doing your thing. And so that's what I want to see from Laurel. I want to see her control the kitchen and just pressure. 60% pressure. Not 100% pressure, 60% pressure. And if they do that, I think that will be their mixture. And if I was the underdogs, I would hope that Laurel doesn't do that. And I would target Laurel a little bit more on that backhand side. Because it keeps her out in the middle, and then it keeps her out of the game.
I would definitely, if I'm University Place, I'm returning to Laurel.
Yep.
Right? I'm keeping the thirds away from Aya.
Because Aya's not coming up as much as she should be right now.
Right.
She's not, right?
And
she should, but she's not.
When Laurel's hitting them, Aya hang backs. When Aya is hitting the third, Laurel is putting the pressure on.
The pressure. So here we go. I think it's 7-4-1. So here we go. Good pressure.
Wow, good D. Great D.
That's a great rally from everybody there. Everybody does a great rally.
Defense by James.
Laurel actually did a really good job with what we just said.
Yeah, exactly.
But the underdogs just had really good defense. So really well done there by both teams. That's the old
right?
aggressive.
Returning to Laurel has been working for University Place.
Daniel Colon, I see you in there. Shout out to a Iberian Bruiser player in the chat right now, Mr. Daniel Colon. Huck Reynolds, I'm not sure what that means, but hey man, we'll take that with positivity, brother. I hope you're having a great day.
Yeah, what's up with all the bruisers tonight?
They're here. We got a really good defensive battle.
Again.
Big defensive battle there for the underdogs.
Good defense.
That's a big one for the underdogs. Not sure what the score is right now. I think the score is 5-7.
5-7-1, I believe.
Yep, 5-7-1.
I don't think it can be.
Okay, we're at 5-7-2.
Yeah, it can't be 5-7-2, but okay.
Yeah, right. Almost a strikeout there.
I don't think that was a second serve, but I could be wrong.
Right.
I've been wrong before.
So we're side out right now.
Once.
Looking at 7-5-1, Chupacabras versus the underdogs.
Looks like we got another tight
Well,
one.
hey, Huck, you're one of the 19 people watching it, so I appreciate your support, brother.
Got another tight one over on the Challenger Court, too. 8-9.
Yeah, look at that 8-9 over there.
It's like the Mammoths have come back.
We're at 7-5-2, Chupacabras.
All right. I'm not sure that's Aya's normal shot.
Goes for a little bit of a Ken Griffey Jr. swing.
Heard a rumor that we've got a fan watching. We got an international following tonight.
Is his name Huck Reynolds?
No, I don't think Huck. I don't know where the hell Huck is from, but no, St. Lucia.
St. Lucia, nice.
Not a well-known place, but amazing.
There's that pressure
island
that we were talking about. Love it.
Shelly, if you're watching,
shout out to Frank Chapone there in the chat.
Thanks for doing all the graphics for the league. We appreciate the help, and we miss you. Can't wait to see you again.
See Frank Chapone in the chat there.
What's up, Frank?
Just waiting for his Seattle Stomp to go against the Gladiators next week.
Frank
it's gonna be a
knows
good one.
What's up.
It's gonna be a really good one.
Frank knows what's up.
Okay, let's see if the Chupacabras can get off 7. We're at 7-6. They need to make something happen here. Nice third there from Aya Crippen.
I feel like Frank should be over here coaching us, since
being the announcer that he is.
Exactly.
I would take as much advice from him as I can.
Serious coaching from Frank. And we had Chris.
Oh, and
Chris
Aya
Egan
last
a big
week.
one.
Yeah, Chris Egan's a big one. Yep. See if they can get back to the line. Oh, and a big one there.
Great pressure.
So we're at 6-8-1,
There's
Mike.
Shelly.
6-8-1, Mike. We are sitting at 5 minutes and 50 seconds left, Mike, with 6-8-1. This is going to be a good one all the way to the end.
Could you send me those top 3 clips that I can tell you and break them out now? Okay, let's do that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Big stop there for the Chupacabras. One more.
Hell yeah.
See what happens here.
Yep.
And that is exactly the pressure I'm talking about from Laurel. That's what they need. That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
And for the underdogs, they need to eliminate that, right? They just need to eliminate that.
G is playing great right now. Oh, just missed it.
And it was just, I saw it just wide as well. Yeah. I would like to see the underdogs, though, like you said, go back to hitting Laurel these thirds, right?
There you go, right?
Right here. Ooh, wow. The Chupacabras got away with one, but Sabrina luckily hit a good shot. Shout out to Georgie there. I see Georgie Girolami in the chat saying her money is on the
Georgie.
underdogs.
She may be biased.
Maybe just a little. There ain't nothing wrong with that, though. Hey, what's the score, Mike? I don't know.
Thinking of a number.
And my wife asked me, Aya says it's 6-9 on the 1.
And she gave you a thumbs up?
And she gave me a thumbs up. You'd wonder if we have a running joke on that or not. Probably.
Oh, that was a good shot.
She must be comfortable out there. She's asking me questions like that in the middle of a very intense game here. Both their teams are down 0-2. She's out here doing that. I love it. Let's see what Sabrina has here for us. Whoa, wow, what a stop there from. Wow, I have no idea how they just got out of that one, to be honest with you. Laurel threw her paddle out there and said, I'm living on a prayer, Bon Jovi. Love it. Wow, lob. And it's in.
That third shot lob.
You don't see that often.
No.
You do not see a third shot lob often.
You actually are starting to see it a lot more.
Yeah, you're
though.
right. You are right.
It used to be an absolute no-no. And now I feel like there's players that are hitting it.
Wow, that's 2 in a row. 2 in a row, just
two
now.
in a row. I've seen AJ.
And it worked.
The only person that used to do it and do it effectively is your mother-in-law.
Yes, she does do it well.
And she
annoyingly
does
well.
it to me as I charge the net like an idiot.
That's really frustrating.
And she hits it over my head, and she knows I can't freaking turn around fast enough to get there.
Did you see that shot just now from Laurel? That is perfect, right?
And
they're thinking she's coming hard, just like she's been doing.
Yeah.
And then she does the inside-out soft shot.
And
you know who's really good at that is Brian Ashworth.
Yeah.
Very good about misdirects and stuff like that.
Again, it's I can hit hard, or I can hit a winner. Which one you want?
Wow. Great defense from the underdogs here.
Oh, that's out. Yeah, that was out. Laurel getting a little excited, trying to influence the call.
She did, just a tad. A little bit of a early. Come on.
A little early celebration.
I think the ref said that's a warning. Next one, she will be exited from the premises, and that's okay.
Uh-oh.
Io with her Ken Griffey backhand.
And this one's getting out of hand.
We're about 2 minutes.
We have another
tight one over there on the other side.
side.
We do have another tight one. And that pressure right now getting to the underdogs. Let's see if they can turn it around right now. They got about 2.5 minutes to make something. 2 minute warning right now. Football season coming up soon. You ready for that there?
I am ready. Watch the world-class San Francisco 49ers have another dominant year.
For sure, yeah. Did they win the Super Bowl last year?
Nope.
Okay, so they had about the same season that the Seahawks did. Sounds good. And that's out.
And the wheels are coming off for University Place.
Might be too little, too late. Great drop there from G.
That was a great shot.
That was like Peter-esque. You know what? We're not going to say that. That was a G shot.
Yeah, that was a G.
That was a really good shot from G. We'll give it to G on that one. She hit a great shot.
It's the right shot. Sabrina was going back to that corner third and just missed it.
Mm-hmm. And the Chupacabras up right now, 14-7. 14-7-2 now. Only a minute left, though, so I'm going to have to say that this one's probably out of reach.
This is going to be interesting.
I hate to say it, Georgie. I'm sorry. The other side, though, is looking real close. Whoa, looked like Laurel almost twisted her ankle there.
We've got 13-14 over there, but
are they serving?
But Cedar Woolley is serving, down by 1. Less than a minute to
boy,
go.
we might have a tiebreaker on the other court that we get to watch. If they win this point, it's tiebreaker time.
Oh, that's out.
That's tiebreaker time. And we're sitting at 30 seconds right now.
Oh,
if they don't score this point right here, we're going to have a
pull
tiebreaker on our
it
side.
out.
Yep. That's going to be fun to watch if we can get that to happen. And they hit the ball into the net.
They
Miss
still got another
Renata.
serve.
They got one more serve. It's sitting at 15 seconds right now. It's tight.
I don't think we're supposed to commentate on the other game, but that's all right. Oh no, that's it.
Oh my God! We're at a tiebreaker right now on that
Oh,
side.
and that has time expired.
And we're tied, ladies and gentlemen. We have. Oh, they did. They won.
Oh wow! Renton.
Is that a 15-14 win over there?
15-14 win it.
Wow.
As time expired.
So the Mammoths win.
Oh wow!
So the Mammoths won that one. I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, 15-14. Cedar Woolley.
Wow.
And they
are
up.
And then on our side here, the Chupacabras take down the underdogs 14. Yep, the Chupacabras take down the underdogs 14-7, taking a 2-1 lead in that one, I believe. Are the Mammoths up 3-0?
They are.
So the Mammoths it's officially over for the Rowdies right now.
And Renton is looking for something else to do on Wednesday nights.
They are.
Starting soon.
Starting soon, possibly. We have an interview coming up right now on Championship Court for the Cheney Chupacabras players. We got Laurel Nelson and Aya Crippen. Go ahead and
over to Commissioner Tyler Freed here in just a second.
Just a second here, waiting for our cameraman to come by.
Cedar Woolley's up 3-0 over Renton.
And here we come. Go ahead and take it away, boys, for a beautiful interview from Aya Crippen and Laurel Nelson, brought to you by Tyler Freed.
Let's go, Tyler.
Here we are. Okay.
I'll you for a second.
Here we are with the winners of Game 3. Aya, good to see you again.
Yeah.
A little bit of a pretty decisive win, though, 14-7.
Yeah, for me, I think with me and Laurel, it's all in the butt taps.
Yeah.
Those are critical.
Yeah.
Critical for our partnership.
Yeah, so
100%.
superstition butt taps are a real thing.
For sure.
I like it. Laurel, you played like fire out there. How did it feel?
Pretty good. There was a few good shots and a few long into a soccer field out in the distance, but if it went in the court a few times, I was happy.
Looked like you guys stuck with the power game a little bit too there, kind of going driving hard and taking it in the...
We got to keep the energy flowing, you know. Energy is big for us. So.
I like it. It's beautiful. And that was so now are you guys up 2-1 now?
2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Okay, so they got to finish the last game and seal out with a victory. All right, Chupacabras.
No, we're winning this now. We're not doing a dream breaker.
Oh, you're right.
We're not doing a dream breaker.
I love it. Well, good job, ladies.
Thank you.
We're going to send it back to Mike Gibbons really quick, and then we're going to interview the winners of the other women's game. Be right back. See you, Mike.
All right, we're back. Coming up, we got Game 4 on Championship Court. Looks like we are going to have Kramer, Sims of Grip Pickleball, and Renata Baker, one of the newest sponsored players, sponsored by One Shot Pickleball. A great up-and-coming player, thank you, who seems to be getting better every week. So they're facing off. Looks like Ginger Bishop and Nick Party Boy Fenton. So this will be a good match. And looks like we're going to go to our other Challenger Court winners. We're going to go to Tyler, the commissioner, with our winners. Let's go.
Okay, we're back with the Game 3 winners, Renata and Mioke. Woolly Mammoths are playing inspired tonight. Is that 3-0?
That's 3-0.
You guys are looking good. What worked out best there?
We were a little tight. I think we were a little tight. I think towards the end we were able to find some rhythm and just play the way we normally do. Yeah,
15-14.
Beautifully, so yeah. Oh, we did good. We did good.
The time thing. Makes me nervous.
Yeah, it is. Well, it was an excellent win, and congrats. Second interview tonight in the Oak, and excited to see you guys finish strong, but great job, Woolly Mammoths.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to send it back to Mike and Lucas. Here we go.
Huh?
Got a slug down there.
All right, we're back.
All right, we're back. We're back. We have a game right now. This last one is going to be looks like Rowdies and the Mammoths, right? So at this point for this game, it's just going to be bragging rights, right?
Yeah.
You know, just win your game. It's going to be Nick Fenton and Ginger for the Rowdies, and Renata Baker and Kramer Sims on the the Mammoth side.
Yeah, on the other side, you got Cheney with Clayton and Laurel taking on University Place with Mike Enright and G.
And that one is up. That's a 2-1 right now. So that's the big one. So we could see a tiebreaker over here back on championship court.
If I'm going to be honest, I think we're going to see a tiebreaker, right? I got to say that Mike and G are the favorites in that.
I would agree. I say, by the way, both teams, right, for their mixed partnerships, that is a new mixed partnership. It's very fresh.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll see how it kind of plays out for them.
Yeah, they've lost their first 2 matches. They're mixing it up. So,
any questions in the chat, by the way? Hit us up. You said they lost their first 2 matches.
See, even Georgie agrees with me. She's got the money on the underdogs.
That was from a previous game, but
I know, but it still holds true. Come on.
For this next one, though, I can agree with you. I think we're going to see. I do think we're going to see a championship. A championship tie, but we'll see. Yeah. You never know. Crazier things have happened. The Gig Harbor Gladiators are 2-0, so we never know what's going to happen around this league.
I think on the championship court, like we just talk trash about Kramer. Like that seems like the appropriate thing to do.
I'm kind of cool with that.
Oh wow!
Nice guy, by the way. That was a hell of a 4th of July party. Good time. I'll go ahead and plug Kramer Sims real quick. So Mr. Kramer Sims has been working on a nice little project for a new pickleball paddle, and his company is Grip, GRYP, and he's playing with it right now in his hand. You can see Varian Bruiser, named Randy Anderson, on my team also plays with a Grip paddle. So shout out to those guys. They just released. Right? Yep.
And they're also the team sponsor for the first place Gig Harbor Gladiators.
Oh, they are. There you go. And if you don't really care about baseball and other terms real quick right now, you can mute your ears. So 1, 2, 3, muted. The Mariners are tied 1-1 right now with the Padres. And muted people, you can come back. Welcome back.
Okay, here we go.
We're going to play some pickleball now. We got a countdown coming from Michael Winnie himself. And the countdown was terminated for a quick second. Trying to get our scoreboards situated. Thank you guys for joining us again tonight.
They're waiting.
We really appreciate it.
Some technical difficulties with the scoreboard.
The 2 teams that we have right now on the court, their sponsors, just so they know. The Rents and Rowdies is Antonina's Bakery.
Sound out the big words.
I know, right? 20 years their mission has been to create delicious gluten-free baked goods. So shout out to them. And for the Mammoths, it's Friendly Fuels. It's Kramer Sims company that his family owns. Creating great fuel-efficient gas through the 76 gas stations. So.
I believe his parents live down in Surprise, Arizona.
They do. They do. Retired and doing well. And good for them. So I think
Dalton Bobber giving some last-minute coaching advice.
So I think the big thing for this one is Renata Baker is the better girl out of the 2, right? And so Ginger's going to have to really step up to the plate on this one. She's going to have to really come with some energy. And I think as you know with these types of matchups, when you go up against really good players that you just know you probably shouldn't win, you know you're the underdog, you got to play up. Got to play up. You got nothing to lose. So I want to see that from Ginger. I think Kramer is also a little bit better than Nick. And so right now we're kind of Kramer waving again. I think that the Rowdies are just looking to play loose and have fun at this point, right?
Kramer's been waving a lot to us. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
I think he's one of those guys that really needs to make sure that nice things are being said to him on stream. So I'm making sure I do that for him. Yeah,
He knows. He knows better. Fun fact about Kramer and I have Venmo receipts to back this up.
Oh yeah.
Kramer is down big to me in pickleball betting.
Moneyball or pickleball betting in general?
No, playing against each other.
Okay.
It's usually him and Randy, so it's not all Kramer's fault.
That's fair.
I get in those two's head like no.
Oh, I can only imagine. You try to get in my head.
Kind of like
I can see how you get in other people's head. No, you definitely don't get in my head when you play against me.
No,
I feel pretty
that's not
solid
true.
about my track record with you. To be honest with you. Poker, it's because you get lucky, so I can't say nothing about that. But as far as pickleball, untouchable.
You even tried to like take up a dealing poker as a profession just to have a shot at beating me, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
Does that bother you that you went and like got a job as a poker dealer and still it hasn't worked?
I mean, if you jumble a bunch of words together and say them just the right way, it sounds good. So, if that's what you want to say. You can make anything. You can make no. You're jumbling a bunch of words together right now, and you're making anything sound good.
Facts.
You can make anything sound good,
You
though.
have
So it's all
got a
good.
job as a poker dealer. Have you not?
I did. No, I definitely did.
Okay.
I'm not denying it.
And since that,
You've gotten lucky. Once again, Pharrell Williams. Look it up, you guys. It's called "We're Up All Night to Get Lucky and Beat Lucas at Poker." It's
Colin and
literally
Ben
a
get
song
lucky
that Mike
every
Gibbons played.
week.
I don't know why that came into they'll play, but Nick Fenton wiping his shoes off here, getting ready to rock and roll. He probably should do that.
We're ready to
because
go now. The scoreboard's fixed, and I think
And I got my timer ready.
about ready to get underway.
2,
Kramer's looking serious.
and here we go. 10-minute timer has started. Right into the net. What a good start for the Mammoths here. I'm gonna take a sip of beer for every missed third. I think
Oh,
today.
yeah?
Yeah, I think that might be
I
fun.
need to get worse.
Oh, that ball almost comes
where's our
over
runner?
for
Get a beer so we can drink.
Can we get a beer over here, please? Can we get a beer? Thank you. Fat Tire or the...
Fat Tire, please.
Thank you. Fat Tire,
I feel like
proud sponsor of the Washington Pickleball League, getting us a beer right now.
We drink
New
for
Belgium.
every missed
Thank you
third.
to them.
Every missed
Not only
third.
do they make good beer, but they also pour beer well. She knows what she's doing.
So every
Every missed third, we're gonna go ahead and take a
that
sip
was
of
gonna
beer.
be a miss too. Nick hit it anyway.
So here we are. We're at 0-0-2.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And that ball is out. Kramer, or that was Nick, sorry. I apologize. Nick trying just to put a little too much there. Okay, thank you. Okay, we are 1-0-2.
Oh, that's a drink.
That's a third. I don't have my drink yet, but when it comes back, I will double sip. A lot of energy over there for the Chupacabras. That is a must win right now for the underdogs on that side. If they go down 0-3, there's no coming back from that.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Renata had bad thoughts with that shot.
That was a nice inside out.
Luckily, Nick got a paddle on it because he was going to eat it otherwise.
Thank you. Appreciate you. We're at 0-1-2. Here comes a missed third. I could feel it. No, we're in. Okay.
No drinks.
No offense to the player.
What's
I just
the
feel
other-
like it's coming.
I feel like
Maybe missed like easy overhead.
Easy overhead, yeah.
Like that one.
Right.
But Nick
That
took
would've-
advantage.
that would've qualified.
This is me catching
Yeah,
up
you
for my
owe-
other
you owe
drink.
one.
Yeah,
You're
I'll take
down
a sip
one.
of that real quick.
Kind of like us playing poker. You owe
Oh, yeah, I owe you. Yep. I've paid every cent that I owe, so I want to hear it. That was a fifth shot, not a third.
me. Ginger knew our bet. She She was
She's like,
making
I'll miss the fist for you, but I'm not gonna miss the thirds.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. We want to have a drink.
All right, Kramer. Ooh, what a drive. Oh, out of position. Knock, knock, Kramer. Who's there?
That's what you get for being flashy.
And he did. He kind of went for it on that one. Not really sure about the move, but hey, you know what? They're up 3-0,
Yeah,
right?
it's 3-0.
Who cares?
Like, what do you got to lose? Ooh, I wouldn't count that as an overhead, so. But that was a pretty easy miss there.
Yeah. I think any easy miss in general.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Love the communication.
Yeah, good comms there.
Yeah.
Good comms, because that overhead was coming down. I really get scared sometimes when I hit overhead if someone gets close to me. I do not want to decapitate a human being, because I think it would happen if I did. We're at 1-2-2.
Dang, they're not missing thirds or overheads.
Really good power there from, yeah, right? Good power there from, well, we can still take one just to take one, right? Let's take a sip. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the night. Cheers to everyone at home if you have a...
Cheers to Fat Tire.
Yeah, cheers to Fat Tire if you guys have a drink in front of you. Cheers. Nice third.
Ooh,
right into
that was
an
a
elbow
good
there.
third. Nick Fenton with the Peter Hidako fourth shot there.
Nick does definitely, he's actually very similar to Peter. He does not like to hit a backhand if he doesn't have to, as you can see.
Yeah.
Oh, a little net love for Renata. And then the classic, I'm sorry. Right after you hit it.
Uh-oh.
Laurel, send for the shadow realm. That's what I'm talking about.
Can hear Laurel on the other court. I wonder if it was in or out this time.
You know, I don't know because she yells either way, so it doesn't really matter. Really nice shot from Nick.
Looks like Laurel followed it up again.
She did. Followed it up with, I think, an aggressive drive.
Drive headed for Issaquah.
100%. Okay, we're at 5-1-1 on our side here. Kramer serving.
Cedar Woolley continuing their dominance.
There's
tonight.
a third miss there for you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, Kramer. Appreciate the sip. Oh, we're back on side out. Nice drive. And to the lob. Good call. No reason to get hurt. We don't want to see anybody falling. I love when people get mixed up with the stacking situation. And a lob. Not really.
Shot to Renata.
I think that's a pond. That might have gotten into the river. That might have gotten into the Ravensdale Ranch River over there. I think it did. Yeah, it did.
I want to say Renata was a
Squash player.
Squash.
Very good squash player is what I've
She
been
squashed
told.
the shit out of that ball.
She's got the power. She's got the overhead. She got the power. So I wouldn't mess with that. Okay, Ginger serving. 1-5-2. Nice deep serve, actually. Nice.
I gotta get up and get a drink. I can't continue this.
Nice. Really good attacks. Really good attacks there.
It's kind of nice. They come into the match. They're up 3-0. They can just relax, not really worry about things.
Wow, I just watched Clayton hit a winner over here off of a overhead. Overhead to drive winner on the other side there.
Yeah.
Wow. And they're up 6-4 right now. I think we're sitting at just under 3 minutes right now. A little bit of a reach problem there from Sims. I preach not to reach.
Yeah. It's hard sometimes.
It is. Nice hands. Nick really making sure that ball did not come back. Still only hits about 30% of my overhead, I think, though. Yeah, I just shouted myself out.
Clayton, that's what I'm talking about.
1-5-2, Ginger serving.
I think something that I noticed tonight, I don't know, since this is
almost a man down. Almost a man
I got
down.
a foot fault by Nick, but
wow, look at the game over here, actually. Chupacabra's up 9-4. Is that score correct?
But the thing, the theme of tonight, I think, is Cheney from the same division as the Gig Harbor Gladiators. Cedar Woolley in the same division as the Gig Harbor Gladiators. Whereas these other two teams are in the same division as Burien.
Right, that's true.
And down.
That's true.
So,
that's very true.
I mean,
makes me happy.
The fact that we're
as a GM on my end.
We're 2-0 in the strongest division.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Oh, yeah. You didn't.
Interesting.
You didn't pick up what I was laying down, obviously.
I never do usually, but here I am, always trying. Always trying.
The ATP
Great
defense.
ATP
defense.
defense.
And a good lead by Renata.
Really good lead by Renata there. Renata only been playing, I think, a pretty short amount of time, from what I remember. Very, very short time. And that ball's out too, so we're kind of starting to run away with this one.
Yeah.
10-5-2. Chupacabra's up on the other end.
And this one's getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand now. It's one of those ones where should I just say it? It's tough to watch. It can be tough to watch.
Oh,
and
look
there,
at that.
Wow. Little net love and then the flex.
Second shot drop.
She hit him with the old Ronnie Coleman lightweight, buddy. If you know, you know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a shot. That's a drink. I said shot. Jeez. I must be 20-something years old still. So, time's up. Right now, we're sitting at 10-1 Mammoths. That is a tough one to come back from. And also, on the other side, it's 12-5 Chupacabra. So, we got two games that are kind of getting out of hand, possibly. Go over some sponsors real quick. We got the Mr. Ford dealership. I think it's Fugate. Is it Fugate? I believe. Fugate Ford.
Fugatti?
The dealership. Fugatti.
I don't know.
The dealership that is devoted to helping and serving customers to the best of their ability while offering superior sales and service. So go ahead and check them out. And then you have AmperView. It's a video hosting and sharing service that turns your full-length game video into a short, easily searchable highlighted video. Which, if you're a social media person, you need that. Right? The AI software that's going on right now, you 100% need that. So they can capture all that and turn it into something pretty awesome, and there's no effort required. All right?
How would they do that with your game, though? Those need a lot of game filmed in order to turn.
Might be their hardest case ever. Might be their hardest case ever. But you know what? If they're up for it,
highlight video?
if they're up for it, I will take it. You know what I mean? It sounds like they can do anything.
Okay.
There you go. If they can do it for me, they can definitely do it for you. All right. Let's go to our team sponsors for the night real quick. So Cheney Chupacabras, Style and Rail. It's a full-service cabinet design studio. Specializes in the old quality Euro-inspired frameless residential cabinetry. So, you have any good cabinetry in your house? No, I already know because I've been in your house. No good cabinetry, so he probably should hit this spot up.
I'm living in
All right.
Pittsville right now, so yeah.
You definitely are.
And that's our boy JR too.
That is our boy JR. Yeah, shout out to you, JR Rea. The dude that can box jump like 80 inches or something like that. It's insane. Dude's insane.
I'm close to that, but
maybe take the 0 off.
yeah, no, again, I don't
Take the 0 off and then like 8 inches.
Yeah, and
something like
divide
that.
by 2.
Divide by 2, and then
Yeah.
and then
Maybe
multiply by 0.
Subtract 1 or 2.
Multiply by 0.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm gonna butcher it.
You're gonna the bakery one?
Yeah, the bakery one. I'm gonna
you're
butcher
gonna
it.
screw that up. I want to hear it though.
I think it's Antonina's Bakery.
Okay, that sounds better than
That's
your
in
first
Rent.
attempt.
That's the Wrench and Rowdies. Yeah, that was bad. They've been serving for 20 years and it's all gluten free. So go ahead and check them out right now. I've definitely tried it, like I said, in spirit, and it was really good. So Friendly Fuels, that's a Cedro Woolly Mammoth. That is from Kramer Sims and his fam. The collaboration of 76 gas stations in our area. They're located through Kent. They're located through Renton and Covington. So shout out to them too. We're getting back in the action right now. Really quick, actually. I don't know if the other side knows, but we're going to start it up, a 10-minute timer. And last one real quick for the UP underdogs, the pickleball experience. If you guys want some really, really good instruction on what to do with your pickleball skills, whether you're a 3-0, 3-5, 4-0, 4-5, it doesn't matter. They got it all for you guys. That was a crazy get from Renata. It was a total shank, and it just drops in. So... All right, we'll be watching both games for you guys the best we can.
Great job with it because it had so much back.
That's a third miss. Well, cheers there. Yeah. Our Dura Fast 40 Onyx ball today is definitely going to be playing. Was it?
Yeah,
it's definitely going to be playing a little bit tougher today because it's very cold. Right. You can feel how cold it is right now. I mean, look at you. You're bundled up like a little girl right now. You don't even know what you're doing over here. And
that's a good speed up.
It's a good speed up. Once again, the pace. Pace. That's the key word that I want a lot of players to take away from tonight is pace. It's not about how hard you're hitting. It's about the pace and it's about the placement. Those are the P's. Place and pacement. Place and pacement. Telling
Did
you,
you say
man.
basement?
I might have said pacement,
what
but
the
place,
F is pacement?
place and pacement. Or oh, I did it again. Pace and placement. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get my point across. I'm very passionate about this because it just bothers me a lot. So, place.
I feel like this broadcast is going off the rails.
It probably has. It probably has. But you get my point. You get my point. I'm trying to make.
Yeah. It's all about pacement. That's what I got.
Apparently, it's pacement. I'm just gonna go with pacement at this point.
And look at the pacement on that shot.
Pacement and placement. They're both interchangeable. Okay, they're the same thing.
Kramer with some serious pacement.
You heard it from me, Lukas Crippen. That's my quote. Just tell somebody that. Hey man, that was really good pacement, and they'll know. I'm gonna make that famous, and you're laughing at me now, but everyone's gonna be saying pacement. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, I like it. It's the combination. It's like
it's a combination of both. Actually,
exactly.
I think I just actually made something up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm gonna teach that to my
Ernie
students.
Perry's got the Ernie.
And Lukas has placement.
Lukas Crippen has pacement.
Which means placement and pace. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we just came up with something. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just creating new pickleball terms every minute.
Yeah, I like it.
I would talk about this game, but I really don't want to say this. I'm sorry, Red and Rowdies. This is just tough right now. It's really tough.
This is...
Here we go. We got a little bit of a dinking battle going. Really good. Well done.
Not today.
Nice job, Nick Party Fenton. Not today. Lucy Kovalova, where are you at?
Unfortunately, he's down 14-2.
Unfortunately, he's down 14-2-2. But it's okay. We're not going to hold that against him.
Uh-oh. And Renata answers.
That is why you do not mess
today,
with the Renata
Nick
backhand.
Fenton.
Don't mess with that Renata backhand.
Don't be... Hey, no. You can't chat as me. What are you typing?
I'm just asking if... Oh, don't say that way, though. Just seeing if anybody else has any other questions we'd like to answer.
Right. About pacement?
About pacement.
Oh!
I would love to answer any questions that possibly are in the chat. We got 19 people watching. A whopping 19. We appreciate every single one of you. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
Oh boy.
What a good serve. What a good serve. The wind affected that ball. That ball was going to go over if the wind wasn't pushing. I feel it. On the other end, Michael Givens, we have a really interesting one. The Chupacabras right now could put the UP underdogs, who honestly were very
Is that a missed third?
favorable.
That was a missed third.
Very, very favored to go pretty deep in this league. Down 0-3.
Who?
The Chupacabras. They're up.
Oh yeah, I honestly thought that Mike and G were gonna.
Yeah. Thought that was going to be
here,
one of the bigger teams, but they might be down 0-3 right now. So we'll see. We're up to 14-5 right now. We're sitting at 5.5 minutes left. It's going to be a tough one.
That would be it. That would be 3-1 for
that'd be
Cheney with a win.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be tough. Now we're at 19-2, I think.
And this this actually will come into play for the tiebreakers, right? If Mammoths win 4-0 here, like when you start getting into the tiebreakers towards the end of the season.
You do, yeah, that's true.
Decide like the number of games won.
I didn't even think about
play
that.
into it.
I didn't even think about that actually. Yeah.
In fact,
Wow, very athletic from Renata.
Right. Cedar Woolley. They've won 5 games, lost 3. So after tonight, be a big 9
deal.
games and only 3 losses.
So there you go. It does matter.
It does matter.
It does matter a lot. Yep.
Now, as far as Renton is concerned, they're
Wow, that's a really good ball there from Kramer. Holds that.
although
Holds
Renton
it.
does have 1 win, so they are not eliminated yet. The University plays.
It might be over. Yeah. That was a really cool point that just happened. The ball goes through Renata's legs, and Kramer, being the athletic specimen that he is able to get behind her and get that ball up in the air for her. Wasn't in the right place for the next one though. We're at 15-5 on the other side. Yeah, it's getting to that point where I think we're done. And Ginger Nick now with the ball, 2:20. No,
Oh boy, that's a third.
That's a third actually. I think that's a chug because he hit it into the gravel.
Might run out of beer.
Might run out of beer too, I think. Yeah. And Renata, that backhand, very dangerous thing. Very dangerous.
Good spot. Yep.
Did she push off on the line? Apparently she didn't.
That's good.
Oh, I really love the move. I love the move. Love the move.
This game's not in question. What's your thoughts on the push-off rule?
The push off from the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually really funny. So I've actually thought about this a lot. I think that it's a little cheesy in a way when it's as subtle as it is, right? Because here's the thing. The natural motion of a human to push off like that, every time, is that. You don't do 2 feet. You separate your feet every single time. Everybody does it. That's why it gets called so much. So I just think that there could be a little bit of a leniency, but per the rules of pickleball right now, it's a fault every single time.
What is the spirit of that rule, right? It's the kitchen rule. It's not a push-off rule. It's a kitchen rule, right? Where you can't lean in and gain a competitive advantage by
you're just pushing,
reaching in,
right?
Whereas the step-off rule, I feel like you're stepping on the kitchen line, yes.
Yeah.
But you are launching yourself backwards behind the line.
You are.
So
yeah.
You're not really gaining an advantage.
And a lot of times when you hit that overhead, if you're pushing off that way, if you're pushing at an angle versus you're just going straight up, the shot's a lot different, right? Unless you're super athletic. So if you're pushing off at an angle like that, which is usually when you get called for that type of thing, your overhead is not going to be spectacular, right? It's like it's going to be mediocre. It's going to be like a Michael Givens overhead at best.
At best.
Right, at best. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you? In fact, I'm just going to call the USAPA tomorrow. They should change that now. When I say it like that, 100% should be changed. Yeah, 100% be changed.
And I also think, nice inside out.
Inside out again.
Yeah.
Very, very nice inside out. That score's getting tough over there.
The other thing is, I feel like it's one of the most missed calls by the refs. Because, and no fault of their own, right? As a ref, which I've reffed a lot of matches, you are focused on that kitchen line. So what do the refs see? They see you step on the line. And the next thing they see when they look up is you hitting the ball in the air. It's hard for them to follow your feet.
Right.
As if you establish both feet in. So that call gets missed a lot where the player will push off the line, take another step, and then hit the overhead. But they see foot on the line, and they see hitting the ball out of the air. They call it.
They see it all.
But they don't
real quick. We see over here, they got a 17-12 game. G is running across the court with a minute left to see if she can make up 6 points. I love it. I just
love the enthusiasm.
Great. Look at this enthusiasm to make up the six points they have to make up, but they got 30 seconds. And G is running right now. She's got 27 seconds though to make up 5 points. I don't know if they can do it
love
right
it.
now.
I love it.
They are running right now on the other side. I'm sorry we're not commentating on the game that we have right now, but we are really going crazy. And at this point, it's over. That game's over now. Good job to them. And this game also 22-3. It's just is what it is. We're in the last 10 seconds, folks. Appreciate you all watching.
That is it.
And that is it right now.
Cedar Woolley Mammoths pull off a mammoth victory.
They do. They do. Big one.
And a mammoth win on the night, going 4-0 on all their games. And underdogs go down
0-3.
They lose 3-1.
Yep. So our 2 wins, Cheney Chupacabras and the Cedar Woolley Mammoths. Congratulations to those 2 teams.
So Cheney goes to 2-1.
Cheney is 1-2 now. Yep, 1-2.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Thank you
Cheney's
to our
1-2.
official head ref, Jeff Fred. Thank you for the
underdogs go to 0-3. Cedar Woolley Mammoths go to 2-1.
Yep, there you go.
Brent and Rowdies
are 1-2.
1-2.
Yeah. So we got a really nice mix up there. I think the UP underdogs might be a wrap for the season.
Yep, that's
might be a wrap.
That's gonna be doing.
Unfortunately for them. The Chupacabras keep their lives, their tournament life, their playoff life, their hopes alive. They need a big dub though in a couple of weeks. Big time dub. And then of course the Mammoths, they did their thing. They did their thing.
They've kind of locked themselves into the number 2 seed in that division behind the Gig Harbor Gladiators.
I think so too. Yeah, I mean you got the Seattle Stomp to worry about too. Well, actually, I think they're on our side actually.
Yeah, they're in your division.
Yeah, they're on our side.
But we play Seattle next week. Gig Harbor against Seattle.
It's gonna be a good one.
2-0.
It's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna decide a lot.
So we got our winners coming over right now. It's gonna be Kramer Sims and Renata Baker. Looking for her right now, and they're gonna do their interview first.
I think we're gonna do a team interview here with.
Oh, I think you're right. We're gonna do a team interview. So Kramer Sims, Brian Baker, Miok Lee, and Renata Baker for the Cedar Woolley Mammoths. Good job to them. Congrats. Well done. Wow, you still have some beer you're babysitting over there, Kendrick Lamar. Sorry about that.
Well, there wasn't even one this third. They
okay.
started making their third.
Well, I was done already. You must not taking big sips.
Are you guys off?
All right, and we're gonna go ahead and take it over to Tyler Freed, who's gonna interview the Cedar Woolley Mammoths.
He's having trouble with his words.
Okay, Game 4 champions here. Mitch, you can hear me okay? I got Kramer. This Lucky 76 Friendly Fuels gas towel. They won Game 4 and they won big. Renata played lights out. What was the key takeaways for you guys today coming into that last match?
Nick Fenton, he's a great player. He stuck it to me in Metro a couple times, so felt good to get to 22 points on him because, I haven't been able to get past 11 on him. So 22 felt pretty good, yeah. That wasn't what you asked, but that's what I...
No, I heard you're gonna try and put it on Duper tonight. Pull the old JR move.
Okay. Renata played great, and yeah, she always hits the hardest overhead. It's so fun.
What was the question?
Did you enjoy playing with Kramer tonight?
So much fun, yeah. It's so much fun playing with Crippen. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. We're going to bring the whole team in now. And we're going to start with the GM, Mr. Edward. You got a great team, and you guys are, like I said earlier to Brian and Kramer, you like the Mariners right now. You guys are hot.
We are really hot. We went 2-2 against the Gladiators. We tip our hat. Nicely done, but it was close. So we're feeling really good at 2-1 at this point in the season. This team has come together. They're gelling. They're working hard off the court. The level of play keeps getting better and better with every one of the players out there. We're confident. We think that we can take pretty much anybody in the league at this point. They're all on fire.
I just got a message from DraftKings. It looks like you guys are now plus 400 to take it all. So, and climbing. Proud of you guys, and looking forward. You guys be back in 2 weeks.
Back in 2 weeks.
Back in 2 weeks to the faithful Woolly Mammoth Nation. Congratulations tonight.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, now we're going to talk to the Cheney Chupacabras. Mid-birthday song. You don't see this every day. Let's go take a look. If we could get the birthday girl and the Chini Chupacabras over here.
Celebrated a birthday in the last month and a half. Yeah. How many of us got me my cake?
Ladies and gentlemen, Chini Chupacabras with a big win and a big birthday celebration tonight.
Hell yeah. It's next week. We're going to still be here and celebrate, you know, but a little early celebration is always appreciated. Thank you, guys.
We celebrate everybody's birthday for a whole month.
Yeah.
Can't celebrate too much.
You guys really came together. You had a really good game plan. Let's talk to their GMs right now. Aaron and Sean, you got to be pretty proud of this team. They came out and balled out.
Very proud. All the credit goes to all four of them. They played outstandingly. Yeah.
I
Great
love
job.
the aggression tonight.
Yes, we were spot on tonight.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of growls, Laurel, after shots. Can you reenact a couple of those really quick on the camera?
Yeah, no, I don't want to break your microphone. But I wasn't here to lose a fight today.
I love it. Very impressive win tonight. Proud of you guys. Are you guys back next week or the following week? Following week. Okay, so look to see the Chupacabras celebrate some birthdays in this big win. And look for them to come back in 2 weeks. So congratulations, you guys. Great job. Job well done.
Oh, do you want to go?
Hats off to you.
I'll just
Here.
I'll finish it. I'll just tell them, hey,
What is this?
week 6.
This is week 6. Me and the Bandits. Okay. I got you. Go to the bathroom.
We're up. All right.
Alrighty, I think we're back here.
Yeah, we're back. And that's it. So,
let you
thanks
finish
for
it off.
watching. We got, hopefully you tune in next week. We got both the only 2 undefeated teams left.
They are the only 2.
The Gig Harbor Gladiators facing off against the Seattle Stomp. So that's a big matchup. And there's also
I'll talk about that one. We have the Bellevue Bandits. They're 1-1. They're going against the B-Town / Berium Bruisers, aka GM manager here. So that's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good matchup. 1-1s and 2-0s. That's gonna be pretty much the opposite script of this week. So
yeah, thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Signing out.
Thanks.